Hello, and welcome to yet another Q&A Thursday where we're decked out here. The crew.
It's just a normal Thursday Q&A. Getting ready, ladies and gentlemen.
For those listening who are somewhere
Friday
off in the future and you're not watching this live right now, you have no idea what's going on, and that's okay. We'll keep the secret just between us.
They got to go watch. They got to watch. That's all.
That's right. You got to watch on the YouTube channel. Anyway, that's Levi. That's right. Anthony. And I'm Dane.
So here's the problem, Dane. If we're all number one, right?
Yeah.
Are we all number one?
Well, we're tied.
Or we're tied for number
one.
one.
No, there was a competition and we all
because
tied.
none of us have actually eaten glizzies in front of each other.
Yeah, exactly. We're all tied right now.
So at the moment, technically, we all are number one.
Nobody could argue
otherwise.
So
this is going to have to be a challenge and a prequel.
Yeah, to what's to come.
To what's to come, which is really going to have a lot of great world building. Yeah. It's going to really set the stage for this next sequel of, who.
I'm a huge fan of Matt Stoney.
Who is the number one?
I'm a huge fan of Matt Stoney.
You like Matt Stoney?
Take a lot of inspiration from him. Okay. However, I know that you're a big fan of Joey Chesterfield.
Big fan of Joey Chestnut.
Joey
the Jaws Chestnut.
Joey the Jaws, yeah.
Like I said, this year, my homeboy choking out a protester, still managing to gobble those glizzies.
Wow.
Jeez. With a boot on his leg.
Yeah.
He had hurt his ankle. So he not only did he have an injury, he had a walking boot, but he was also choking somebody out and choking down.
I was going to say, I'm going to be honest with you.
Truly amazing.
I don't really have much sympathy for someone in a boot for losing an eating competition. So
he didn't lose. He still won, Dane.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not exactly like having half your mouth tied behind your back, is it?
He's not an optimal. He's not an optimal athletic.
You're all sitting at the same table doing the same thing.
Okay, so really quick here, guys. Welcome to Q&A Thursday, where we talk about a little bit of detailing.
But you have no idea.
And answer your questions on just about anything and everything in life, including what we're wearing today. Mm-hmm. So a little bit of housekeeping, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. We're going to be showing you a little teaser of what's to come for tomorrow evening. Let's just say that this weekend, when the sun goes down, the party starts.
It gets hotter.
But
are we at Dane's pool for this?
The party ends when the sun comes up.
Okay.
Right? So there's something about August. There's something about it being hot, right? Mm-hmm. But it's the smell of night. It's the smell of gasoline in the air, right?
Yeah.
It's that smell of burnt rubber, right? Seeing that little bit of smoke
all
behind
Auggie's favorite scents.
Behind those brake lights. Yeah. So this upcoming sale is themed around this particular thing.
Nice.
So tomorrow night, it's going to get exciting. It's going to get fun. We want to see everybody out there at night getting those rides cleaned up in celebration
the sun goes down.
This particular event. So sign up for the Ride Company newsletter if you haven't already. There is going to be some limited stuff built into this particular thing. One particular thing.
This is very limited.
That
don't say we didn't warn you.
You're going to see and you're going to go, that's pretty awesome. I need that on my fridge, or I need that on my tool bench, or I need that. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Wherever you like to place those things.
So keep an eye out for tomorrow. We'll be showing you a quick little teaser that me and Jimmy shot the other night along with Nate and his girlfriend Jen. We went out and did something a little festive for this particular thing. So that's
not
going
Nate's
on.
girlfriend.
I was going to say,
girlfriend.
the way you phrased that made it sound like...
Nate and Jimmy's girlfriend.
Nate's girlfriend.
Jimmy's girlriend. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And it'll
for everybody at home, clarify.
It'll be a good time, right? I know for everybody.
Didn't Nate's wife just have a baby?
Had a baby, you know.
Nate's wife. Sorry, I said that in the wrong order. And then outside of that, though, we had just a fantastic event yesterday.
Yeah, thanks
with
everybody
Justin Payton,
to watch.
Rap Institute, and of course Interface Sanctuary and everything. We were able to raise roughly about $5,000.
Yeah, just under about $4,500.
Huge thank you to everybody who contributed and took part in that and watched. Really made it, into an actual event. So we really
it was amazing, and I mean it's just Justin's 50th birthday, and this is kind of how he wanted to celebrate. And we hope that all the prizes went to great winners, and we hope everybody enjoyed. I will say, a little peeved. I wasn't peeved. I was just a little like.
You wanted to win that Inozatech film.
Oh, of course I wanted to win the Inozatech film, right? But I personally think Jason Otterness, she should have been disqualified.
True, I know.
I think he should have been disqualified. Yeah.
But I'd also wish I had won. I paid for 2 tickets and I didn't win.
Yeah.
Well, he bought a lot more than that.
Well, the thing is if either one of us would have won, Jeff would have been like, you can't win.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right.
Jeff, that's why I made sure we implemented that rule that as soon as somebody wins, they can't win another, because that wouldn't be very fun for him.
Yeah.
But it's good that Jason may give his prize to somebody else.
I'm sure he'll pay it forward. And Jason did buy quite a few tickets and made quite a bit of donations. Yeah. So, but for everybody else that won, enjoy all those sweet wrapping products, tools, everything that's built within that stuff. I mean, it's awesome. So we're gonna be having Justin back here soon for an Avery Dennison training, which is going to be exciting as well.
Yeah, we've got another training in about a month. In September, you got to go to Avery Dennison's website to their North American Graphics Solutions page.
Yeah.
That's where you find the classes. That's where you find the dates. That's where you pay for your class. All of that is on Avery Dennison's website. So all you got to do is sign up for like Avery Dennison certification or color change film and that color change classes. Google it. And that's how you get there. But that's where you're going to go. I did put in my request for folks to wrap classes North America for Avery Dennison. Sent in my email to them this morning.
Did you?
Saying I'd like 5 classes for 2023 here at the Rag Company.
Wow.
I want 2 to 3 color change classes.
Yeah.
I want 1 PPF and 1 tint class.
Oh, that sounds nice.
So we can do that. So that way people can learn. So that's kind of the goal. We're going to try and get some more of their classes in here. I want to work with 3M hopefully this next year too to be able to get some stuff going. But super exciting. Like I said, it's fun. It's fun that you guys watch this stuff. We love having the crew here. We love having people here to be able to do this stuff. And thank you guys for tuning in.
It only works if you guys show up. So, I mean, we got to show up too. But you get the point. We were going to be there anyway. It's on you guys.
So outside of that, though, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, this upcoming, it's crazy that we're already halfway through August. I mean, this is almost halfway through
Almost
August.
halfway.
Pretty wild, right? I mean, it's going to go by pretty quick. And then before you know it, September, Auto Mechanica, right? A lot of events. This Monday, we're going to be sending the team down. Levi's going to be going down.
Yeah, me and Jimmy and AB. We're going down.
Where are you
with Josh Petro to Monterey.
Car Week.
That's right. We're going down there.
Mixing it up.
Going to be doing it all this year again. I'm excited. It's going to be very different.
Jimmy's turning 21 down there.
We're going to get Jimmy. I'm going to get him so he's puking in an alley behind the hangar.
He's going to be at one of the nicest parties he'll ever be to in his life.
Well, I'm thinking
he's going to be turning 21 at it.
Some brews.
Yeah.
Throwing up in the van. Maybe Keith.
Yeah.
Takes him out drinking.
Yeah, Keith will go. I'd be like, Jimmy, so how was it? He's like,
we need to bring the kid back alive. Jeez.
Drank a lot of whiskey and aged me. But no, he'll be fine. Jimmy will come back in one
piece. Jimmy's gonna be drinking a bunch of long drinks.
He'll be like, I shouldn't have ate that paella.
Ate some paella.
Drinking long drinks. The thing is, though, if me and Dane were rolling down, right, instead of everybody else, right, and we were taking Jimmy
you guys
down
had an option. You said no.
I would wanted to give other people an opportunity. Is that so bad?
I would have said, Jimmy, what we're doing for your first couple of drinks, we're taking you down to this particular stand where they have rectangle ice in a glass
that was a
with
big
the
deal.
Finest Japanese whiskey and vodka.
It's a cylinder, but it's square at the end. So really, it's.
Do you remember that?
It's like a beam of ice.
Those were delicious.
Yes.
We kept going back.
Yeah.
Jimmy will have to experience.
Jimmy's gonna have some fun. I don't think you'll have a problem.
No.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be some people that'll take Jimmy and go, "Oh wait, you're 21?
Yeah.
Let's go wander around. Let me show you the room."
Yes.
But you're gonna be going down and checking out some cool cars. Are you excited to see anything? Or are you jaded now?
Well, I'm always jaded.
Yeah.
Nothing gets me
How
more
many cars
excited.
has he driven again?
Here's the thing. There's only a couple things that get me excited anymore. Yeah. 86s.
Okay.
And square body Chevys. That's really it.
Yeah.
I mean, those are very normal vehicles, approachable vehicles.
Those are the only things that I look at as highly exotic.
Yeah.
Cars that really get my motor running. Everything else, careless. It's a car with paint and wheels. But that's not about me. It's about the people that are going that want to buy these cars and spend the money on, because this year there's an auction that we're attending. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be pushing them cars up onto the auction block.
Oh,
yeah.
We're talking XJ220s.
Ooh.
We're talking 964 Porsches.
Wow.
We're talking.
He's just listing my favorites.
I've got a list here of the cars that we could go through and show. All you guys got to do, go to the Broad Arrow Group on Google, search it, Broad Arrow Group, go to the Monterey Jet Center auction, you can see some of the cars that are going to be up for auction that I'm going to be pushing up onto that block.
Pretty amazing.
It's going to be pretty fun. There's also what was the very first Honda to come to the United States that was the smaller than the CVCC?
You're talking
the Honda
like a little
60?
S600 or something?
Yes. It looks like a Civic. It looks like a Civic.
Okay, so it's a little hatchback.
3-door hatchback. Tiny car.
Because Subaru had the 360, which was a tiny little thing. Honda had, I think Nick said the A660.
Probably. Anyway, one of those is going up.
Yeah, pre-CBCC.
30 grand starting bid.
Oh, they had the Z600.
Might not be a Z600. Anyway, point is, I'm going to be pushing all the greats, but mostly all of Dane's favorites.
Well, and then seeing potentially Maserati prototypes, which Dane didn't want to come see.
Can't wait to run into them again. I'm going to get another hat.
You do one nice thing and it burns you.
I'm going to try and get them.
All right, so let us do this. Let us jump into some questions. Yes. Dane, starting with number 1 here on our list. My man Dan says, great live stream yesterday, y'all. And what a cool way to celebrate a birthday. I'm curious, though, can you wrap a car with clear coat failure, crow's feet, or hazing? So, yes, you can. Will you see that crow's feet or hazing? Potentially. Yes. That's
depending
why...
on the film.
So with certain types of, with certain clear coat failure, if it's textured or if you can feel it with your hand, there's a good chance it's going to show up underneath the wrap. Especially once the heat kind of shrinks a little bit. So I would say that if you can sand that kind of stuff down or wrap it and try not to pay too close of attention. But yeah, it just depends on how bad it is. But if you're missing chunks of clear, you're going to see it. If you're missing, if you have crow's feet that are really bad and really edgy and jagged, you're going to see it as well.
Yeah.
So,
it's going to be good. So I was just going to say, I just pulled it up on my thing there. God. There's a 39 Benz going for $7 to $8 million starting bid.
It's not that bad.
It's like an SSK, right?
There's a 57 Ferrari 250 GT LWB.
Whoa, hold up. There's a 250?
$6 to $7 million. Going to be rolling through the auction block.
That's not that bad either.
An F50, 95 Ferrari F50. Hey, look, there's a LaFerrari.
Not as
there's a Koenigsegg Regera.
Regeras are cool.
So
there's a Bentley R-Type convertible.
Extremely affordable.
I see a lot of people.
Mercedes-Benz.
Oh my God, that's like a grocer. Yeah.
It's actually Dane. It's a LWB Landaunet.
Okay, we're gonna cut that off.
Anyway, point is, I'm gonna be doing some really cool stuff next week.
Yeah, that's like a dictator car right there. All right.
If you can, maybe steal some rare parts off that Honda.
Okay.
Alkaline Trio says, question for Anthony. That is me. If you were looking for a Honda, oh my gosh,
for about $5,000,
speaking to my heart and soul
was a
right
manual in a decent condition.
It's almost like he knows.
What would you buy?
You've been up to something.
Honda as a manual is in decent condition. So pretty much general consensus or general rule there is you need to figure out whether you're okay with a 2-door or a 4-door. Once you figure that out.
Or a 3-door.
Any Honda Civic from 99 to 2000, right? Even if it's a DX model and just needs to get you from point A to point B, awesome. They're cool looking. You can make them look cool. You can work with them regardless if it's a VTEC or non-VTEC motor. Those you can find within that 5,000 range or under 5,000 range all day long, and they're going to be reliable and they're going to be great. And so that would be a lot of fun. And then another car kind of in that under $5,000 range.
2004 Civic Si. The little hatchback, the weird one that's totally unloved.
So there's the hatchback
go for cheap for some
reason. The EP3. They're
still fun to drive.
Those go for super cheap. They just had the weakest K motor that they ever made. And,
it's 180 horsepower. It's not a slouch.
No, it's not.
Or is it 160?
I think it's like 160, but it has no torque. Oh. So it's literally considered the worst. Damn. So like an Elantra from Levi's Elantra could probably smoke it. Honestly, because of the weight.
No question.
You knew he was going to say that.
So other things than that, like a Prelude would be pretty cool. Any type of, like a second-gen Prelude would be pretty fun.
Prelude SH, I'd love that.
Or a 92 to 95 Prelude would be pretty fun. And then other things.
Prelude 4-wheel steering.
Any Honda Civic from 1992, it doesn't matter if it's a hatchback or a coupe, don't get the 4-door. 92 to 95 Honda Civic, hatchback or coupe's awesome. Try to stay away from the 4-doors on the Civics or just we're never great in the Honda.
One of my favorite body styles, though, 93 to 98 Honda Accords.
Also great. Those are good looking. They're good looking.
Literally the best car.
Sleeper choice. One that most people wouldn't go for.
You find that, but you find the coupe version.
Oh, yes.
I don't think you'll find it for $5,000.
I had a 92 Accord coupe. One of my favorite
it's in
cars.
Rough shape, but a Civic RT4.
You're not gonna find. Those are weird cars that you're listing off. These aren't anything that's
just early '90s Civic all-wheel drive hatchback.
And another car that you can find. It would be the 7th gen Honda Civic. So it'd be the 2001 and up Honda Civics. So you can find a coupe there, right? They find the EX model, and you can find the special edition models for super cheap. Yeah. And they have the wing on them, and then they also have the cooler wheels. And those aren't bad looking either, and it'll get you from point A to point B. Nicer, a little bit nicer interior, quiet, not very fast. And the D17 motor was never really all that great, but it'll do the job. So really, you could play with just about anything. I would say just try to find something, because you're not going to find anything with a good motor for that price range, typically, unless you find something that's been swapped.
Speak for yourself. An Acura Vigor with the longitudinally mounted 5-cylinder.
Oh, Dane, you're not going to find that either. And so,
see, I know all the ones.
However, if I shot for a Del Sol, right, you can try to find the Del Sol SI that came stock with the B16 motor in it. Very hard to come by. But I saw one posted for sale about a year ago for $6,000 in, it wasn't Midori green, but it was like a similar green. Pretty good looking. So, anyways, I don't know, man. If you find anything, send me some pictures. I can let you know if it's a good deal. Dan Pfeiffer says, "Good afternoon and word up from Minnesota, USA. Happy Friday Eve, TRC gang. Hope you have had a great week. Let's do this. Let's do the dang thing.
Yeah,
Levi, there we go. Alex Dewar.
Great live yesterday. Glad so much was raised. Levi, after spending an evening online with Dane, I've been told to ask you about the Idaho ice cream potato.
We were looking at the menu for West Side Drive-In last night because he was asking where Anthony took his motorcycle picture at.
Yeah.
So I showed him.
Yeah, he's probably wondering why I never took him there.
Google Mapsing it, and then I showed him the menu, and I was like, this is one of the most comically huge menus you'll see at any drive-in.
You did tell him the story about the place.
I gave him basically a little gist of it, but feel free to...
What was the story you gave him, just in Cliff Notes?
Well, I mean, I mentioned Guy Fieri and all that stuff.
Did you get into the murder that happened in the
I did
70s?
not touch on any kind of,
Let's get started here.
The murder there
I just covered the fact that it used to be a grocery store and that it turned into the West Side Drive-In, and the guy took it over in the 90s, Chef Lou, all that.
A horrible situation.
Let me tell you really what happened.
Wow. Okay. Dark. Way to start a detailing podcast.
Sorry.
So, West Side Drive-In, staple of the neighborhood, was kind of a grocery store for about a minute, about a year. Then it became a drive-through. The drive-through was actually opposite of what it is now. The front walk-up window was the actual drive-through.
Yeah.
Oh. Then,
they changed
that. The Moore family, same family that owns the Viking Drive-In, owned West Side. They owned West Side, they owned Viking, and it was the Moore family that owned it. They went through a bitter divorce in the 70s.
Told you.
Jerry Moore.
The murder, 70s.
Jerry Moore took the Viking Drive-In. Still, Anthony and I's one of our favorites.
It's delicious. It's wonderful.
Then Betty Moore, she got West Side in the divorce. She changed the paint scheme to pink. She's the reason that place is pink.
It's very iconic.
Used to not be pink.
It's very Krusty the Clown.
In the early 80s, they changed it to that hot pink.
Yeah.
My father worked for Jerry Moore in the late 60s as the manager of that West Side.
No way.
Dad worked there for about a year and a half.
Brad Gates.
Flipping burgers.
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings, yeah. Then when Betty was starting to fall ill and pass away, Chef Lou Aaron came into town.
Yeah.
Master chef for the Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah.
Had also been one of those other big hotels.
The W?
No, the Hilton family.
Okay. Oh, Hilton family, okay.
So he was a traveling
chef,
restaurateur, chef. Decided to come home back to his roots, Boise, Idaho.
This is premier chef.
By the neighborhood diner when he found out it was for sale.
He was Basque, right?
Nope, he is a ginger.
French.
Nope, he's just got red hair and blue eyes.
I don't know if you can necessarily say
Chef
that anymore.
Lou Aaron.
Well, he did.
So,
why does it sound French?
So anyway,
don't forget this is a detailing podcast.
He then took that place and added a little bit of everything, which is insane. That is one of the most chaotic menus on the planet.
That's what I love.
Not
about
only
it.
can
it's
you
insane.
get pasta and some Italian favorites, you can get pot roast, you can get barbecue,
you can get a Monte Cristo sandwich,
you can get a deep fried Monte Cristo, which is arguably one of my favorites. However, every time I eat there, My stomach does not do well.
Yeah,
ask me about the last time I ate fish and chips.
Last time Anthony ate there, his stomach did not do well. So, point is, they built one. There's the west side drive-in, and then there's the east side west side that I have over by me.
I love that.
Now, one thing they were famous for, one of their chefs or cooks, line cooks, or whoever works for them, had an idea to do this ice cream potato. Take some hardened ice cream, roll it in cocoa powder. Not the kind that you can enjoy, the kind that tastes really bitter when you eat it as a little kid. Roll it, make it look like a brown potato. Slice that bad boy open, cut it in half, put a little crevice in there, fill that crevice full of whipped cream. Load that with whipped cream, hot fudge, some chocolate sprinkles,
sounds amazing.
Maybe some nuts, maybe some more chocolate shavings on it.
A loaded potato.
Give it to you. The problem is with that Idaho ice cream potato, they deep freeze that ice cream. So it's going to take about 30 minutes for that ice cream to thaw. Great for when you're in the car and you're waiting in the drive-thru. Take it home. By the time you get home, it's thawed enough that it might make it worthwhile.
It's meant to hold over.
But if you eat it there, you're not eating it there.
Yeah.
You're going to try and you're going to be trying to like break that ice cream open. So while it's a delicious treat, it's not all that potable. So Alkaline saying, I just discovered the Spotify now has star ratings for podcasts. I sent in my rating. Thank you,
Dan.
Appreciate and anybody else who's, feeling that, do that, please.
And then Mike sent me this text, and I said, you should ask Anthony. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Can you give us their 2 cents about PPF on headlights? You've never had an issue with yellowing or anything like that, right? Hope all is well, guys. Thanks. He reached out to a local PPF installer about doing some headlights. He's like, I'm going to restore my headlights, and then I want you to just do just PPF them for me. Yeah. And the guy goes, I'm not going to do that. And he goes, why? He goes, I worry that they're going to be too hot, and they're going to yellow. And I said, that's not right. And then he asked, what kind of, I said, maybe Anthony's running some sort of bulbs because Anthony's look great.
Well, if you're using garbage PPF.
So that might be what it is. But Anthony, what do you think?
So, Mike, that's not a thing. I
think that guy didn't want to do the job.
That guy doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. I really don't. There is no reason why you can't throw PPF on headlights regardless of whether it still has the original clear coat on it or doesn't. If you sand it all the way down to bare plastic, that PPF will still stick. And it is not going to yellow regardless of the heat. I'm running HIDs on the headlights that I have PPF'd.
Yeah, they're not LEDs or anything. These are generating heat.
That's what I told him.
Not one issue. Like literally, those headlights are on, half the year when it's dark here in Idaho, and I've never ever had an issue.
I have to imagine it's because it was such a small job to that guy. He just didn't want to do it, so he said something to get out.
Or he's been installing PPF for a long time and never thought about doing it.
So you need to ask him what kind of PPF. I mean, if he's installing Expel Ultimate, I mean, you're 100% good. I mean, any of the old 3M stuff, if he's still installing 3M or some old SunTech stuff from back in the day, then maybe they might yellow sooner. But, I mean, the new stuff that's coming out nowadays, I mean, has so much UV protection built in.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
And once again, the whole idea with the PPF is so unlike where you coat it, and it starts to yellow or fade over time, and you got to grind it all down to get underneath and start over again. When you take the PPF off, you got a fresh, clean slate. You just got to do a little scrub-a-dub, and then you're good to go. Put on a new cover, and you're set.
Yeah. Scott Madden says, hey, guys, I have another headlight restoration question. What is the highest grade of sandpaper to use before spraying with clear coat? So
3,000, 4,000, probably 4,000.
No, I wouldn't do it that high before.
Well, if you're not going to polish it out.
No, so I'm saying, if he's saying that you're going to spray, if you're going to sand and then spray clear.
Yeah.
The clear, so what I've done is I've done 1,000 and it fills everything in. I haven't had anything get past 1,000. There's some people that will shoot clear after 800, wet sand with 800 and then shoot clear, and then it'll grab and it'll look okay. It really just depends because depends on, you'd be surprised. Like you'd be surprised. I mean, especially when you're shooting with a 2K clear, it's got so much body to it that like.
But I mean, your clarity of the lens.
Clarity's there. Yeah,
your clarity's there. 100%,
it fills all of it.
Yeah, so like 1,000, I think if you would want to play it safe, but I wouldn't go any higher than that because then you're going to have some issues where it may not stick as well. You want to have enough.
A little bit of bite.
Grit there to where it bites and holds on to it. But multiple layers of clear should be able to fill up all of that and then look awesome.
Scott, you could run to a junkyard, pick apart, grab a couple headlights.
Do a little
test
test,
the theory. Grab a can, get like 3 headlights, grab a can of 2K clear, get some different sandpapers and do some sand tests and see. And go, man, maybe 800. Yeah, 1,500 looks better.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know. Try it out. You could do this whole experiment for like $50. Tyler Graff. Happy Friday Eve, TRC crew. Anxiously awaiting my recent towel order. Catching the Q&A after work.
Nice.
Nico says 8 minutes and 30. It's
Well, that
hot.
was a while ago.
Cole Nielsen, I truly appreciate you guys for all the time you put into these videos and teaching us how to become better at detailing. Nick Kovac saying, please note, Dave is not joining us this week. For whatever reason, Facebook just kept last week's description and title.
Oh, that's weird.
That's producer Nick. And then Madster Ritz saying, hey.
Hey. Okay, now on to page 2.
All right. Alex DeWar says, glizzies.
That's right.
Master says, I'm going to need one of those. I love those shirts.
They're horrible.
Producer Nick got them for us.
Yeah.
Not flattering for us more shapely dudes either.
We will be wearing this the next Dane Eats.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Harry Housewife saying, evening, gentlemen. How are we all? Been a while since I managed to make it on. I hope your lovely bunch as well.
That's
Is that a
freaking
Toy
logo.
Story themed?
Darren, that is a great logo.
That
Good job.
logo.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, my.
Hilarious.
Grant Hotry saying hello
hey.
there. And Alex
Oh,
DeWar,
no.
Glizzy eating competition, TRC Glizzies After Dark with Jade Davis. We could do that. We
That's
could
not
do
a
that
microphone.
whole
That's just
thing.
another glizzy.
Matt Stone. Great guy.
Kimberly, greetings. Nothing like having a bird poop on your freshly washed car while you're drying it. Yeah, no, I've had that. It's the worst. I literally had that at my
They
shop.
were waiting.
Yeah, no, I had a car. I pulled it out after prepping it. So literally all I had to do was like do one of these, like pull it out of one bay and back it into another. And as I did that, I got hit because there was this one spot where I had a power line and the birds would sit on there and poop.
They're just
I was like,
hanging out
"Oh."
waiting.
Ooh, we got Simon Birch in the house joining
Howdy, folks.
us.
It's the birch.
I'm sorry. Bach.
He's embraced
He's
it.
embraced it.
Oh, he's
Doing it.
embracing it.
That's how it
Simon,
happens. That's how it
Simon,
happens.
it was only going to be so long
Yeah.
before we knew you're going to fully embrace the birch. So we love it, man. Ricardo B says, what's up, fellas? And we got Tom Kirby says, nice to see a full moon today. Miss Dave, however, enjoy a good chemist. I know we all do.
True.
I'm going to be hanging out with Dave. I think
Alex
he's picking me up from the airport on Monday.
Says Nate's wife is pissed. He also has a girlfriend with the same name as Jimmy. Such a family affair. I know, it's horrible around here.
And Dimu saying, afternoon, everyone. And Hans, a bit later than I wanted, but I'm here. Had to fix a non-flushing toilet. Always
Hans,
the worst.
Well,
that's the worst.
that
Story
is
of my
the
life
kind that needs
every
fixing.
day.
It's always fun until you just put your hand in it, right?
Oh, my.
Or it overflows. Alkaline,
no.
did Dane and the ladies of Meridian pose for a swimsuit fridge magnet? I'm in for 10.
Yep.
no.
He's going to wear that shirt when he does.
Oh, no.
That would be great if we could get some ladies of Meridian.
Yeah. Green Hotry says, sounds like a sale for Karuba Rum and
Advent 8008.
8008.
Bill Pearson saying, howdy fellas, just stopped by to say hi. It's humid here in Southern California. Packing up the fan boat, heading out to Lake Havasu for a few days. I'll catch up on the... Be careful of them gators, Bill.
I'll tell you what,
Bill.
it's humid here too, weirdly.
If
Gotta
you,
be
if you
careful about
catch
them
any,
gators.
catch any of them crawfish, you know where to send them, right? You know, down there, the gators. I watched a guy. There's this guy. His name's Steele.
Nothing more fun than cruising around Lake Havasu on a fan boat.
So there's this guy.
That's the way to do it.
I watch on YouTube. I see the little shorts of his all the time. He's like down in the south, like Louisiana or something like that. And he said he basically cooks all these like dishes, and he says, "Oh, that's good enough to like put on a cracker, right?" I think it's called stale cracker on YouTube.
Okay.
But this guy, dude, like
Steel
he does
cracker or stale cracker?
This guy does, dude. He literally cooks up all this southern food, and I watch it at like 11 o'clock at night. My mouth's
You're like
watering.
mouth watering.
And I'm like, man, dude, I would kill for like a boil like that.
Oh, no.
I would kill for like the sausages. He
Did you
cooked
like
a
the one that I
gator.
sent you where
He
they were
cooked
putting
it-
like 6
That
jugs of
boil's
orange juice?
consulted Dermot.
Yeah,
Getting
I've
ready to
seen that
boil?
one. But he cooked an alligator. I didn't even know you can cook
Yeah,
an
I
alligator.
saw that one where he cooking the
It was
alligator.
impressive. I was
Yeah.
like, that looks delicious. I
Yeah,
would eat it.
I would have eaten it too.
Man. Got to go down
boy.
to Southern California to really enjoy all the
I know.
gator.
That's how it works. Carissa Thompson, hey, any tips on restoring scratched interior plastics? Also, more motorcycle vids. The most advice I get is WD-40.
Chris, that's literally every motorcycle person ever is. WD-40 is what I use on the paint. WD-40 is what I use on the wheels.
It's WD-40, because it's something that they all have access to. They don't have to think any further than that. Just give me that quick solution. Something I watched
a video. I saw a video on TikTok last night where the guy goes, "Here's a life hack for you: clean your shower glass with WD-40. Then buy some Rain-X at the gas station, put it on there. It's going to bead the water. It's going to make it easier to clean." And he throws everything and then walks off the camera. And I'm like, the WD-40 is going to make sure that the Rain-X doesn't stick.
It's not going to adhere properly.
Nothing's going to be on the glass.
You just made new problems where there weren't any.
Interior plastics restoring scratches. So you can try to use the Color Lock leather refresh if it's black plastic. I'm finding that the Color Lock black leather refresh kit that we sell on black plastics holds up. It works. I only use it to touch up small little scratches and scuffs. Yeah. But it's incredible. It's amazing how good that stuff just works on anything off of leather as well. So give that a shot if you have any. And
we've got Carissa, you could buy the steering wheel refresh kit, and it comes with small bottles of everything that you need to do some small leather repair. It's nice to have on hand, or pick up the bigger refresh kit in black.
Just do some touch up on
just
plastics.
To do that. But to have the small kit, that's perfect for a home hobbyist
plastic,
too.
Such an annoying thing.
Well, especially on black.
It appears in every car. Most
you get
people
big white
don't do
scuff or
it, but
deep scratch that discolors.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'd say give that a shot, and then you can also use Solution Finish if you ever want to touch up something. But you're touching up is different than applying it to like an entire area. So you're going to be like spot with a Q-tip cleaning it up.
My glizzy tanks.
Alex says, I made an entry, and if I had one, I was going to start a GoFundMe to ship it to Hansi. Oh, my gosh.
What's the whole thing? We got to overnight parts to Hans.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it works around here, man.
Jimmy Moto, I know prize pack number 2 went to a truly fantastic individual. His fantasticness is second only to his humility. Jimmy, I really hope that was you that won. Very proud of you if you did.
It was Jimmy. Yeah! He sent me an email. I want to thank you for the nice email.
Jimmy won one of the prize packs, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday.
That's amazing.
I'll follow up later.
Pretty rad, dude.
Graham says, afternoon, lads and everyone in TRC land. Hope everyone is well. 5 squares down already. Graham, are you kidding me?
Graham's playing the bingo.
Is he playing the bingo?
Yeah.
Man.
So I don't know if you guys knew this, but courtesy of our friends at Brooks.
He just added to it just
what are you wearing today? We got our new... I'm going to take this off.
So you guys are wearing yours. I'm not wearing... I wore mine yesterday.
We got our new glycerin.
These are dope.
Glycerin.
Yeah, these are the new glizzies.
Yeah, can we get a black light in here?
Yeah, the glycerin. This is the glycerin Stealth Fit 20.
Yeah. Stealth Fit's very comfortable.
So it's got the the sock material around it.
Yeah.
Super squishy. I think these are better than Yeezys.
These are the most comfortable Brooks I've worn yet.
What do you think, Dane? Compared to your Yeezys?
I like them more than the Yeezys I had, but then again, my Yeezys weren't real.
So the first time you put them on, so you put yours on and you said, my feet feel hot.
Yeah.
And then I put mine on and I said, I see. My feet also feel hot.
Yeah. You break them in.
But then once I've had good ventilation.
I've had
so I don't know what your
plenty of ventilation. Also, I waterproofed these.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Which would essentially seal that ventilation.
Right. But I brushed it in, so it's all in there. So it's still open. But anyway, these things are dope,
dude.
I'm really enjoying.
I love mine. I was wearing mine yesterday, and it felt really, really good. And I kind of wanted to save them for special events because I find that
I want to take them down to Monterey.
Dude, my Brooks get beat up. I don't even try to beat them up. They just get beat up.
No, you just because it's life.
Standing in chemicals all day.
Also, why I coated them.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Don't worry about that.
We got Jason Otterness says Tom Kirby is fair game and paid for a large number of tickets. I agree. But the rule of 1 win per person is valid and fair to all who donated.
I'm glad you appreciate it.
Yeah, no, and I agree on that. And I'm not saying that Jason...
You just said because he was a participant.
I'm just saying Jason is a participant in the event. It's always kind of weird. And me being the marketing guy, I go, that looks kind of odd, right? And he's already got a business.
For whatever it may have looked like, it truly was just drawing names out of a...
out of a bowl.
That's all it was.
Daytona 675 says looking for an interior cleaner that will work on Suede, Alcantara, Express, or any. So both of them will technically work. However, I still think that the Alcantara leather cleaning brush that we have from, and we also have an Alcantara. It's a kit. It's a whole kit for Alcantara. I picked that up from Color Lock because they know the substrate really well. Yeah. But any normal interior cleaner would work. Just Alcantara says that the best. Alcantara. Remember how you say that like that?
Every time you say Alcantara.
Typically, I recommend water to clean the seats with, but yeah, you can add a little bit of cleaner and agitate them. I mean, you have to do a deep
You can
clean
also
on those
cut.
seats.
You could cut Express or any if you wanted to, just to be safe.
So Han says, I would love that Alex doer. I would send a box full of stroopwafels as a thank you.
Oh my.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Dan saying, really keen to get in on the PPF class next year. There you go, Dan. Just go to... Make sure you go bookmark it. Go to Avery Dennison, go to their website, go to the trainings, education, bookmark it. That way you can keep an eye on it. Mike says, and by the way, watch out, Levi. I'm catching up. I'm going to be 40 years old tomorrow, if you can believe it. Wow, happy early birthday, man. Congratulations. Yeah, 40's weird. Things I've noticed. I'm losing my hair. Have smells that happen out of my body that weren't happening when I was in my 30s.
Is it mostly like is it kind of like... Is it like smells that are like kind of like you're dying a little bit inside?
Maybe my fauna has changed. Okay, so to speak.
The slow stench of decay.
Right. Yeah, it's I brush my teeth every night and every morning. Yeah. But I have worse morning breath for some reason.
It's the decay,
and I think that's what it is. I think I'm rotting from the inside, or preserver, courtesy of my friends at Pepsi, keeping me well preserved with these natural preservers.
I'm just drinking embalming fluid.
That's just killing him more and more.
I can't tell if it's speeding it up or slowing it down. It's like both at the same time.
I just feel things more at 40. Like I'm tired, I'm sore. Like I find it hits you differently than it did at 30. So
that's fair.
Yeah. Dane's going to be 34.
Dane's going to be 40's going to be hard on Dane.
34. My birthday was back in May.
Yeah, it's almost time for your birthday again.
I'm 33. I'm always a year older than the year it is. For the second number,
because he's a child of 91.
Because I was 89 was my birthday. So
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
So you'll be 34.
Don't ascribe things to me that I am
looking young for 34. I'm not. I'm
no, I just look like a very rough 33.
Alex saying Jimmy's going to be a human slop dog at the Quail. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna see how it happens.
Sounds
Big Gun. Someone smashed up my coated car. How long would you recommend waiting to reapply the coating? That's the hard part,
3 months after paintwork.
At least 3 months.
Yeah, 3 to 4 months.
If you can wait longer than that on your own personal stuff, we would advise you do that.
It would be better.
Gorilla Jeebus says, "What's up, my dudes? Tried Bead Maker on my windshield after washing with ONR and prepping with a panel wipe. There's basically no need for a windshield coating now.
Right.
Didn't expect that performance. It's insane.
We do that a lot, actually.
It's crazy. Bead Maker is
so freaking easy.
And that's the hardest part when we were... There's only 2 windshield coatings that I think actually work in terms of ease of install and the actual performance of it. Mm-hmm. Other than that, every other manufacturer glass coating that I've used doesn't compete with Bead
It's weird.
Maker
it's
on
like
glass.
Every company that tries to make a glass coating just really struggles with it. Like the longevity
really
just rarely is ever there.
Yeah, really they do. So
when you could just go pick up like a little pint of Bead Maker and this is just as good.
Yeah, no, and I've told folks that when they go, "Hey, I want to do glass coating. What should I use?" I'm like, "Dude, just grab Bead Maker and spray it on your glass."
Which I know there's people out there listening to this right now, like, "Oh, the big Bead Maker lobby."
Yeah, but I mean,
pushing Bead Maker. It's like
so many people
we
hate that.
Use it.
No, but the real deal, Anthony, if you had Bead Maker or nothing, or Rain-X, a nice little bottle of Rain-X from a gas station, but you had a bottle of Bead Maker, and maybe you had, say, G-Technic glass coating or Gion glass coating. Mm-hmm. What would you use time and time again?
Probably Bead Maker.
Yeah, because it's easy. Because you're going to spray it on when you're wiping the car down.
It's just easy.
Put Bead Maker on your windshield.
Coatings are great. I don't want to deter people away from coatings. They're amazing for customers. They're amazing for people that don't regularly maintain their vehicle. They're great for people that don't want to have to think about it or worry about it. But for me, I'm already going to wipe my windshield down with something like Bead Maker.
Well, and you're different than I am.
Yeah.
You don't use your wipers.
I don't.
Yeah,
like
because that's the devil's
fluid.
practice is using your wipers.
But the reason is because you don't want to incur micro scratching on a dirty windshield.
Yeah,
especially if you spend money to replace your windshield.
Correct, and I just think that it's just bad practice in general. Basically,
that's why they put him there.
No, Dane.
Driving through a rainstorm, Anthony. I refuse.
Right, but Dane, when that happens, there's liquid, there's lubrication on the glass already, and Anthony's not a guy that turns it on at the first sight of rain.
Well,
no.
He waits till the window is so saturated that he knows he's not going to.
Visibility is bad before I start jumping into it.
Yeah, I'd rather cause an accident than put micro scratches in my windshield.
Because the answer is you drive faster, and it causes the water to repel.
Which is a good reason that you love coatings.
Yeah. So
that's fine.
I just am not a windshield wiper blade user.
I don't disagree that it does what you say it does. It's just,
And I'm infuriated by other people that use windshield wipers
in the grand scheme of things that could happen. I'll
because
take
I
the
see
risk
them
of a
flick them
little
on, and I see them
scratch.
flicking their nasty car water, their nasty liquid.
Now that is
it's actually
when you're driving behind somebody and they blast off.
It's actually just Rain-X. It's orange Rain-X.
But it's not always orange Rain-X.
In my cars it is.
In yours,
and I'm the one that sits next to you guys and just
and their nostrils aren't
that's my favorite thing.
Calibrated.
Get in the car wherever I'm at. First thing I do. Yeah. Dane, you like to set your mirrors, set your playlist, make sure your seatbelt's tight. Sometimes you take your seatbelt on and off multiple times, get in and out of the vehicle, touch the door locks a couple times, make sure the mirrors are set again, even though no one sat in your car. Sometimes you adjust your seat. That's how Dane gets started on a car when he gets in.
Yeah, if it's a car I haven't sat in for a while.
Likes to go out, warm or cool the car down before he gets in it.
Yeah.
Me,
let it run
I'm all
for a
about
while.
Firing that bad boy up, hitting them windshield wipers.
Sounds terrible.
And then throwing it in reverse.
I was going to say, and then pop it in gear and
then I back it in reverse.
And smash into whatever's behind him.
If there's oil in there, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I do. And that's what I do.
Every day.
As soon as the motor turns on, it starts lubricating everything.
Yeah.
It's not that fast, though. It needs a second.
No, Dane, the sound goes away very quickly. So that's what I do. So I'm all about
always warm up my car.
Yeah.
Well, at least to the point of what's realistic.
Operating temperature is a real thing.
And then if I'm really hot on the turbos that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I let that thing cool down. Right? I park it, just let it sit there on. Right, circulate that oil, right?
Yeah, you don't need to do that. It's not a real thing.
And then turn that thing off.
Yeah.
But with my supercharger, I don't really need to think about that.
I probably do. But Dane, you adjust your windshield, you adjust your windows and
in
your mirror when you park.
Takes his window out and puts it back in every day.
You guys are thinking I'm adjusting my mirror. They adjust themselves. I don't do that.
Dane, I've never witnessed something.
I adjust my windows, though. Yes.
No, it's not your windows. It's your mirror.
We watch you.
You have a habit to where you grab your rear view mirror every time you get into a car.
Oh, yeah, because it's usually slightly off from the last way I sat. Because sometimes I slouch. Sometimes I'm more upright, and I have to account for that because I need to make sure I have the traffic behind me in line.
I love,
but we get in.
You just said it. You would not, if you're slouch or depending on how you're sitting, you won't just simply be like, oh, let me scoot back a little bit.
No, I go, my spine is different today.
No, I'm going to just adjust
and I just adjust the mirror to it.
But I love it. But I
thought you guys were talking about my side mirrors. In which case, my favorite, though, is when he does do that,
you hear him go.
Yeah. Now that is true. That is true.
And he does that, and then he makes sure his sunglasses. He clicks his button, and he pulls his sunglasses out, and then he puts his sunglasses on, puts it in. Then he kind of sits there for a second, looks around,
make sure there's nothing else.
I don't think I'm forgetting anything.
Flight.
I think I have everything I need.
I have a pre-flight checklist in my brain of okay, do this. Now, if I was in an emergency scenario being chased by an axe-wielding murderer, I would just get in and go.
That's literally how Levi drives every day.
Levi does that even when there's nobody chasing him. He just does it anyway.
I got stuff to do. I can't be bothered.
You're just practicing for the time that somebody is chasing you down with a machete. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
Grant says... could be the Honda N600.
Let me take a look here. It's right here on page 8.
Yo Hurl says, yo, happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. And then we have Tom Kirby says, hey, Levi, wear some microfiber gloves when getting those car into the auction. Scratch it, you buy
That's right.
Yeah, if you guys can see
Nobody can see that.
Z600. Honda Z600.
Remember that part where I said a Z600 and everybody's like, no, Dane, it's not that.
Good job, Dane. You figured it out.
And then we have Paul Allen. Back from the dead
says,
hey,
it's Paul.
I should cancel my trip to Monterey. I thought I could buy some nice cars, not Hondas. We'll have dinner with Patrick instead. Nice.
Alex Dewar says, Anthony, is there another 3-lettered Honda Acura product in the half-day Anthony Automobile Storage Solution package?
Gosh, I wish there was, man. Maybe eventually. NSX. What do you think?
Now, that would be nice.
Right? What do you guys think? Think I can make that happen?
That'd be a good idea.
Right? CRX.
Sell the Evo, the Civic.
EVO. That's a Mitsubishi, though, right? STI. There's a lot of three-syllable, three-letter things. GLS. Yeah.
I have first-gen NSX dreams, but I only have a third-gen MR2 budget.
Dane, I don't even think you
have I don't think Dane has a third-gen anymore.
Not anymore, man.
That's so dumb. The
Jimmy
second-gen
Moto
is the best, and we all know it, although the first-gen's great.
Anthony's on my crap list. I bought one of a $500 beater, and guess what? Now it's going to be wrapped in Avery Dennison gloss black PPF when it's done. It's an EP3, by the way.
Oh, you bought an EP3?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
So they're not great, Jimmy, but, honestly, they're very unique. I think the shifter is actually pretty cool on them.
What is an EP3? What were we saying?
EP3 is a Civic Si.
Okay.
But
what year?
It was the 2003.
Okay, the one that I was talking about.
Yeah. But it's the most unloved one.
That's why I said you could
wasn't
find
particularly
it for
light. It wasn't particularly fast, but the Type R version in Japan came with 200 horsepower.
Yeah.
And the proper K20A.
Why was I imagining it had 180 horsepower?
Dane, I don't know why, but yeah, that thing is
some version of that
thing is slow. But the thing is it has an okay amount of room.
What's
in the trunk?
Yeah.
That's
you fold
about
down
it.
the rear seats.
The seats were somewhat nice. But
it's
kind
shaped
of,
like a mouse, though.
But it looks like a weird color.
Mouse.
It looks like a computer mouse. It was just a strange car, but the shifter's up on there on the center console.
It had a minivan style shifter, yeah.
And I don't know.
Or the Honda Element had that too.
I think the problem is they were so different than what people were expecting them to be that it was like, nah, dude, we're going to stick with our 90s stuff. That's ugly.
Well, it kind of looked kind of doughy in a weird way. Like the big, broad headlights kind of looked
However, with that said, there's still some pretty cool stuff you can do it. Wrapping it in gloss black Avery Dennison PPF would look pretty nice because that stuff is literally like glass.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Now, to be fair, we knew a guy named Lee who took one of those and he built it to have over 700 horsepower and beat a lot of people in a lot of drag races with it. So there are possibilities out there for those things.
You can find them for cheap, though. That's a car you can find. I've seen them for $4,000. I've seen them for $3,000.
And Honda parts fit them, so you could swap-a-roo, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, just kind of an odd thing. Yeah. It's an odd car. The Bearded Hunter says, hey. Howdy, boys. How's your day going? I hope your day's going well. Dane, I'm loving the stream.
Thanks, my guy. I'm glad you're actually watching.
Well, Dane keeps it strong and healthy.
That's one of the things that Dane does really well.
Saw palmetto.
I drink a lot of water.
So it's called saw palmetto.
Saw palmetto.
It's in multivitamins.
It's a natural diuretic.
Oh my god.
And it helps you flush things out, right?
Cranberry juice.
It's great for that type of health down there.
Very good.
Oh boy.
So
Joey Belinsky
says,
shame to how late I am.
Oh, man.
Happy Thursday, boys.
We're just
up,
glad
Joey?
you're here.
Alex, my goodness, that's a story. I can't wait to try it on my next visit.
Yeah.
Kirby Thompson, Mike, I agree with Anthony's comment on the PPF. Use it for 6+ years and no problem. Think about this. PPF on paint in full summer sun will be as hot and for much longer.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
R53 Maths. Guys, mystery coating question. Can vinyl be applied over the top of the coating? There for the paint beneath having a layer of protection between the layers, or will it not bond?
Unfortunately, it will
no,
not
it
bond.
won't bond.
No, it will not bond.
Because the coating is good, it will not.
My new rigid shop vac arrived. Ooh, very nice. Mm-hmm. But the car kit did not. That's all right, dude. Just pick up the for real and Fang, the kit, the 2 pieces, and just stick it in the hose. You'll be fine, dude. Grant Hotry says, sand, lights, and clear with 800 to 1,000. Thank you, Grant.
Yeah. So that's
Ron saying, hey, TRC, hello. And then Grant says, couple of dust coats, then a wet coat with flash times. Nice. There you go.
Right. Yeah, you got to lay on that nice wet coat. No runs, though, at the end.
Right.
No runs.
Anthony was checking out my sweet rattle can job, and he thought I had made a mistake, but I told him that is hammered finish.
Okay.
So, Anthony, I got a new... So, Anthony, here's the deal. picked this stuff up at Home Depot.
I know you did.
So here's the deal.
I know you picked it up at Home Depot.
I was going to go with the Rust-Oleum hammered finish, one of my favorites.
Should have gone with any of that.
The joke is, before you spray anything, it's already got a hammer.
So here's the deal.
Wrinkle black or
yeah,
go
could have.
undercoat.
Could have. Undercoat fades. Doesn't have a UV in it.
Oh, that's true.
So here's what I used.
Yeah.
Our friends at Bear. BEHR.
That's right.
House paint.
I was going to say, this freaking house paint, man.
Now created paint at not only a reasonable price, but in a multitude of colors.
That's
some amazing. No, Dane, for spray paint, Home Depot went all out on these. Like they basically cleared out a section of spray paint and went with just Bear spray paint.
So they ditched a lot of Rust-Oleum stuff, and now they're putting Bear in there.
Beautiful colors to the point that I was like,
"But what surfaces does this?"
Everything.
As
wood.
Well, if it's good at everything,
metal,
then it's not really
plastic,
good at everything, is it?
Everything. Primer, sealer, clear, all in one.
Surely there are weaknesses.
We'll find out. I resprayed the grill on Ragnarok with it, and it looks pretty dope.
Those hammered finished Rust-Oleum.
No, it's hammered finished Bear.
I don't think it looked any better.
I agree. When it's Bear, it does look like the finish is hammered. So,
Anyway, point is, pretty dope paint. All right, we did miss that entire conversation with Larry. Go back there, Dane.
Yeah.
Been absent for a while. Sorry. Have you revealed the coating on Dane's Jag, or when can you? End of the month, my man.
Oh, well, there's an answer. That's
Master
the most
Ritz.
anybody's heard so far.
I have. Anthony has to respond back by tomorrow on some photos if he's allowed to. It's in his email. He just hasn't looked.
Wow. You saw it here first, folks.
We're just waiting on his okay.
Master Ritz says, I have a... Oh, Rune Jensen says, hey guys, really late here in Denmark. Really tried after a long day of detailing. Thank you for a great podcast. Any experience on the difference in cut between Koch P601 and Rupes Uno Protect? P601 is
P601's the wax and sealant one.
Okay, the yellow one.
It's microcut and seal?
Kind of like microcut.
Or is it one cut and finish?
I think it's one cut and finish. P601 is.
P601 might be one cut and finish. If it is the case in terms of difference in cut between the two, they're both pretty comparable.
They are very comparable.
It really just depends on the pad. But, I mean, looks-wise, they look very similar. I think the wipe off on Uno Protect is still slightly better. But one cut and finish, it does have that warm glow to it. I mean, that's even... Yeah, it's got a very waxed look. So that's a tough comparison. The best thing to do would be try for yourself. Matzer says, any tips to agitate the chemical into fabric?
Oh, just a little brush action.
Yeah, a little brush action.
That's all you got to do. You spray, brush it in, then spray it again, and brush it, then spray it again, brush it. You're done. Yeah. Ron Iote Anthony watches Southern Cooking late nights. I watch detailing videos.
Ron, eventually, every once in a while, I'll throw on some detailing stuff just to throw down. But the cooking stuff, like I said, it's just one of those things that excites me. You know, just that Southern lifestyle of cooking. I love it, right? Mm-hmm. It's amazing. I ever tell you about that one time I went to Vegas for an event, and I stopped at these relatively
Is that the same time that you got lost at the Vegas sign?
No, that's a different time. That was a different time. Okay. This is another time. But when I went to an apartment complex in Las Vegas, and there was a woman cooking fried chicken on the third floor.
Not against your will,
deck, right?
You went there on your own.
I went there on my own.
Your own accord.
Yeah, it was a random apartment that my friends were staying at. Not apartment, but it was like a hotel / apartment. The people were just living in it.
Right.
But there was this woman cooking fried chicken, and she told me it was Southern fried chicken. She said it's the best chicken you'll ever have in your life. She tossed me a little piece, right? I took a piece of chicken from a lady cooking fried chicken on the balcony of a third-story apartment complex.
That's pretty impressive.
And I didn't think anything about it. I just said, yep, that's cooked in oil. I can eat that.
It's called street food.
Toss it to me. It was the best. It was like literally, think Popeye's chicken, but good.
That's a family recipe right there.
And
I can see that.
I want to go back to that apartment complex or that hotel to see if
Odds
she's still there
not
on
there
that balcony
anymore.
cooking
But
that
maybe
chicken.
Man, it was good.
All right, Harry Housewife.
The Harry Horsewife.
Glad you guys love that the Toy Story logo. Question for you guys: is it's a new one for me. Last week I did a car, and the water spots were so baked on I couldn't shift them. Any tips with these? Yeah, so you may have to sand it, dude. Did you watch our live where I had to sand?
I don't think he's
gonna
have to sand. I don't think he's gonna have to sand.
You got acid? Do you have wheel acid? Soak that in wheel acid. See if they come off.
So compounding. So basically, try with your least abrasive to most abrasive technique, if compounding and doing the craziest amount of compounding with a microfiber pad or wool pad or a hybrid pad isn't cutting them, try to take a little bit of 3000, knock out that etch on that area, see if it comes out. But make sure if you're going to that point, try to use a mineral deposit remover such as something like Optimum MDR, or just something that's going to neutralize that calcium and magnesium buildup. Any type of mineral remover. W9 will work as well. It may not remove the water spot, but at least it'll help remove the minerals before jumping in there with any type of sanding. And that way you've removed all the minerals and you're good to go. Yeah.
I noticed we accidentally skipped this one from earlier. He mentioned.
I have a difficult carpet to clean and a pretty old F-250. It has pretty severe stains and caked in dirt. I've tried just brushing in my carpet bomber and Terminator by hand. That's not good enough. You can pick up a Madster, so for that, you may just pick up yourself a small hand shampooer. You can pick up a Bissell Spot Vac or something like that, because realistically what you got to do is actually saturate the carpet and extract it. The other way you could do it, an old school way, wash mitt, bucket, soap and water, shampoo, get that area wet, scrub it, and then use your vacuum to suck out some of that liquid. It's a little more tedious, but realistically it just means that it's just too dirty.
We got Louis Lim from Singapore.
Nice.
Have we had anybody from Singapore before?
No, I don't think so.
Amazing. You know, I've always wanted to go to Singapore.
Have you?
I want to go to that hotel with the boat on it.
Okay, I don't know which one.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The one with the weird shaped roof that goes over and it's meant to look like a boat on water. I want to go there.
So we're going to be planning a coming tour to Singapore someday.
That's like a financial center or something like that.
One of these days. So he says, been watching your videos for months, loving it. Can I use iron decon on wheels and let it dwell after I spray brake buster to agitate it? I would not do both chemicals together. Unless you were combining iron buster and brake buster together. I've seen that combination working relatively well, but I think even if I remember right, Dave said he didn't recommend people combining a bunch of stuff like that. So I would try to do it separate, step by step. So what I would do is I would do an iron remover first, spray it on the dry wheel with no don't rinse or do anything like that. Spray it on the dry wheel, let it dwell, let it start breaking down a lot of that iron contamination, and then rinse it off with your pressure washer, and then go into with a brake buster clean with agitation. Would you agree, Levi?
Yeah, I agree exactly with that.
Okay.
And then we have I'm not going to even say it, but I will answer say your question. Have you guys used the new microfiber pads from Rupes yet? Are they stiff or something soft like McGuire's pads? Also, how is the cut? So the new microfiber pads from Rupes are, in my opinion, I think that they are very high quality.
I would put finish them really well. I would put them
comparable with the cut that we would have from Lake Country and McGuire's. The cut's going to be about the same depending if you go with the fine or the what's it called, the blue pad, the coarse. However, to Levi's point, they actually finish better than what you would think. I've finished with that yellow fine microfiber, and I feel like it's finished better than any microfiber pad that I've ever used. And I never finished with microfiber pad.
We have multiple videos.
I refuse finishing with microfiber pad.
I don't even like using microfiber pads for that reason.
Yeah, because it just sometimes the micromarring is too much, or sometimes they just don't finish well.
But these things are nice. They work really, really well.
They're really nice. But
Fazal, fresh bird poop. Oh, I can deal with any day. About an hour ago, I was driving through a neighborhood, and someone's weed whacker flung a huge rock and took a chunk out of paint out of my passenger door. I'm sorry, man, that happens.
So I would go back there.
Back there. So one day,
fun story. I would take a chunk out of his head. What?
Fun story. One day, I was picking up a car from Peterson Autoplex.
Yeah.
Pulled out onto Maple Grove, headed north towards Franklin.
Okay, you're getting ready to rip some gears then.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So getting ready to pull out onto Maple Grove. Maple Grove was under construction when they were widening it.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
So it was a lot of gravel, a lot of dirt, and so I was headed up.
It was 2010.
Yeah, it was probably about 2010, right before I opened my shop because I had to go to Franklin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was driving up Maple Grove, huge dump truck, cruising through that. Oncoming, right? Mm-hmm. Black Honda Pilot in front of me.
Ooh.
Rock popped out of the side of a tire on the dump truck like a grenade, hit the driver's door of this Pilot. The person slammed on their brakes. The dump truck just kept on going. They were like, what the heck? They pull up to the light to turn right onto Emerald. And I pull up alongside of him and I look, huge dent. Like a good sized dent, but it hit so hard that when it like breaks the paint,
Yeah.
like there was a fracture mark in the paint from how hard that stone
It's terrifying.
shot out of that tire. And I was like, the fact that it happened in front of me.
That much force. Was it like a sharp rock or a round rock?
It was like a big round river rock.
Okay.
But
so not like gravel.
But it popped out. It was probably the size of a golf ball.
A river
not
rock
bigger.
will mess you up.
But it hit hard. I was like, I can't believe you didn't hit that window.
Holy cow.
Anyway, yeah, man, I know what you're feeling. That sucks.
Yeah.
Paul Allen, what's your favorite product to remove chain grease, Anthony, from my rear rim? My MV has piano black single stage wheels. They're coated, but they're still very
Paul Allen,
sensitive.
you have an MV Agusta?
Ooh.
Well, of course he does. He's Paul Allen.
It's bougie.
Well, Paul Allen would have an MV Agusta. That's actually like literally the exact bike. I've always said that MV Agustas are a villain bike.
Something when you roll
for
up
the
to
most
Dorsey.
part. Going to Dorsey in an MV Agusta.
There's class.
They parked that one out front.
That's a valet bike right there is what it is, right? And I also, if you guys ever have some time on YouTube, look up Brutali. It's an MV Agusta commercial. It's about a woman and her MV Agusta. It's a beautifully shot commercial. I love it. But it makes you want to be a biker chick.
Okay.
I mean, not like a chick necessarily, but it makes you want to like get out there and like experience where she's at. It's amazing.
Ride a motorcycle.
So, favorite product to remove chain degrease. I use the DuPont chain degreaser. It's the red can. I've been using it for years. I've never had one issue with it, and I'll continue using it. I've heard other people say, hey, you should try this. I said, dude, but that DuPont stuff, I just never had an issue with it. So I degrease with a DuPont chain degreaser, which also makes for a killer engine bay degreaser if you have any crazy grime. I tested it on one of my details, and it was insane how good that stuff actually worked. So chain degreaser from DuPont, and then I use the chain wax from DuPont as well. I just make sure that since goes on liquid, dries on hard, I
put a towel behind it.
I put a towel behind it, and then I also don't ride the bike for about a day after I grease up the chain. I just don't like when I fling, because fling on wax like that, when it flies, it sticks. Yeah. I mean, and it's like literally peeling off candle wax. Yeah. So, but yeah, I would say lay a towel, always have cardboard. There's a great motorcycle detailing video where somebody has a single-sided swing arm on a Triumph where he shows you how to degrease a chain, clean a motorcycle, and do it the proper way.
It's something someday, Tony, something or other.
Like that, yeah.
Most days,
Manthony.
It's actually one of
Manthony.
It's actually one of the largest viewed how to clean a motorcycle video on YouTube.
I'm sure they just
by my favorite are the comments that say this bike was already clean. Well, yeah, no duh. Because
to the untrained eye,
that guy takes incredibly good care of his motorcycle. No wonder it's clean.
It's the kind of guy who would tour a Triumph factory.
Yeah. And on that note, before we go any further, it is time for us to take a brief little break. But don't worry, guys. We'll be right back after these messages, and stay tuned because there is a cool one in the mix here. Hey, and welcome back, to another Q&A Thursday.
Second hour.
Things get a little bit wacky as if they didn't already.
So what do they think of the vibes, Dane?
I think the vibes are good.
That was a good video.
Jimmy,
what do you think of the vibes?
I loved it. I thought it was perfect.
Yeah.
Some of the vibes. Could you guess what's happening?
I mean, it said at the end.
A little sale on some products.
Yeah. Dang it says see it at the end, doesn't it?
Well, the hard part is it says live now, but we know it's not supposed to happen just yet. It's really meant to go out tomorrow.
So you're telling me that these people here on the Q&A Thursday always get a sneak peek?
They do.
Sneak peek,
That's
taste.
The benefit of actually coming here.
No, that was a cool.
Listening to us.
That was a great video for the sale. I thought that looked great. You did a good job. Anthony,
I directed it.
Is the creative director and designer of that video.
Jimmy was lead videographer and a lead editor on that as well.
He was DP. He's the director of photography.
Yep.
That's what that means. Kevin D, 53, saying, have a good and fun weekend, guys. Alkaline saying, if anyone lit up a backlight in the TRC studio, or a black light, Jeff would fire y'all. That's funny.
Oh, man.
Spirit Fine Detail in South Bay, Porsche. The smells of aging.
No, dear, that conversation.
Thank you. Alkaline, today I learned Anthony doesn't wipe. And then Dino.
Oh, my God.
And I read ahead there. It popped in. Dino saying, hello, my awesome people. Yes. Dino, what's going on, brother? Aaron's, do you think 350 GSM towel is good all-purpose towel for exterior, interior? I found the detailer preference found 12-pack. It's an edgeless towel. I think it's similar to the 365. Aaron, are you talking about ours? Our Eagle 350? I would say that it's not really a good interior towel. If it's the company dealer preference, that is made by
I think Aaron
Euro.
Might be just asking,
That's made by Euro, which is the same company that makes Kirkland Signature.
Be buying our towels would be nice.
Ideal.
You should just buy the 365s from us.
Yeah,
Aaron. Use sign up.
Use code Levi 15.
That's not a real code.
It's not a real code.
But if you could sign up for the business program, dude, or you could even sign up for the newsletter and get a 15% off coupon for all your purchases for that entire order. So, or maybe sign up when you do sign up for the newsletter. Not only will you get that discount, then you'll also get to know about cool sales.
That's true. Ron says G-Technic C2V3 works on windshields and glass. It absolutely does.
Yes. Yeah.
The Harry Horsewife says couldn't agree more with giving the screen a squirt when getting I do every time. Wife can't even understand.
I know. I got to have a clean windscreen.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. I'll never do that.
So that's what drives me nuts. I was driving the Suburban. Don't have my sister tanks in there.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm running dry.
Right now it's
so this morning I did that. I hopped in and just muscle memory.
Why don't we just start siphoning my liquids into you or into your vehicle?
Yeah, I mean, you had running
but
surplus.
I popped it, and I had been under sap.
Oh.
And it smeared it. And
from
I was
those trees that you park out there, I told you not to park out in those trees.
No, the tree under my house, in front of my house, which I talked to my neighbor about. Talking about getting rid of that bad boy, the big pine tree.
I thought, was that the neighbor you saw in the garage that one time?
No, that's next door. Yeah, different people.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Don't know what that weirdness was.
Paul, okay. Do you want me to tell you a story?
Probably not something I want to hear right now.
Paulo says, what up, homies?
Alex says this episode sponsored by Bosch Wiper Blades.
Any update on when the iCam Mini sprayers will be coming out? Gosh, we don't have an update, man, but I want those sprayers so bad. They're so cool.
I think IK is going to be at Automechanica. So we'll probably get to see him, talk to Bon and Andoni and all of them.
What you need to do is pressure them. Say, hey, I know this Portuguese man in Idaho who's a little anxious to get these things.
And they'll say, what? Who? We never see him. What are you talking about?
He speaks Portuguese? No, he doesn't speak Portuguese. No.
He just looks and sounds.
Yeah, no, we'll find out, Paolo. I'm hoping that they'll be released before SEMA or after SEMA. So, Grant, Anthony not using wipers, helping save the whales. Anthony, if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike.
Oh my God! Well,
my
get
God!
It? You get that old joke? Yeah, that's too funny, man.
R53 maps. We got a K20 200 horsepower EP3 in the UK too. Yeah, you guys are lucky. Dino, you guys should try and buy a gray car. I tagged Dane on Facebook a few days ago. Just a gray one.
He sent me. Well, you guys keep talking. I'll pull up.
Graham, 5 lines of 3 squares, 12 squares in total. Keep them coming, lads. You're welcome, Graham. Jimmy Moto, the EP3 is my second one. I bought a new one in 2003. It was a terrible car for performance, but it's terrible in the best sort of ways.
I could agree with that. Yeah. What color is this new one, Jimmy? As long as you didn't get silver, I think you're in the clear. Yeah. But knowing my luck, he'll probably say I got silver.
Yeah. Oh. Dino, when my car's outside overnight, instead of squirting some fluid, I just spray KCX glass cleaner and then wipers.
Ooh, that's the way to do it.
Wait, if it's a great car, I'm thinking of, I can't afford that in a million years.
Aaron's says
F40 LM.
You can't do that.
Aaron's, when you start detailing, it can be difficult with all the naming schemes for products. To me, a towel is a towel. I don't really care about the P towel. All right, so Aaron, here's the deal. Yes, when you're starting out, you do think just a towel is a towel. But it's when you start working on folks' cars that you start damaging their vehicle when you're trying not to. And when it's something as soft as a towel and you realize that there are levels of softness that you can't even comprehend, that's when it becomes an actual tool. It's the same reason I tell people. They make 2 types of screwdrivers. They make a Phillips head and they make a standard slot. Anthony, how many times have you used a regular size standard screwdriver and it's too big or it doesn't fit or you get no leverage, no torque, and you're like, this sucks. If I had a smaller tool, if I had a smaller Phillips head, a 1, a 2, a 3,
precision
different
instrument.
Sizing.
Yeah.
When we were building our MacBooks.
Yeah.
we just go in there with just a normal standard slot?
You can't do that. No, you got to have the right tool for the job, right?
Itty bitty
and it made all the difference in the world, right? Those set screws, right? It came out, it didn't strip anything.
Nope.
They went back in there exactly how they were supposed to. Yeah. Not a flaw or scratch.
Yeah, but a screwdriver is a screwdriver is a screwdriver.
Yeah, it's not true.
There you go. So, Aaron, it's the same thing when it comes to towels.
I'm honestly surprised. Aaron's been listening to us for such a long time. You still think a towel is just a towel?
You could pick up some 300s, bud.
You know, Aaron's been listening to us. You know how many years Aaron's been listening to us?
Since he was a child.
No, I think we're going on like over 3 years.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Exactly.
I mean, on the other hand,
but Aaron, we love you, man. I'm glad you're asking these questions because a lot of folks don't ask those questions.
It's better to ask because you don't know and you honestly just want an answer. Don't let people make you feel bad about it. I think maybe some of it is like at a certain point, we notice a lot of people who get into detailing have an over-analytical mind, and they think, oh my God, I need this exact, precise thing. And that's where we go, well, hold on. A towel is going to do towel things, and that's kind of where we come at it.
So here's what I'm going to tell you, Aaron. That towel that you're looking at, that's 350 GSM, that number really doesn't matter. It's the actual mixture of the polyamide and polyester content. So if it's an 80-20, and let's say it's just a terry weave, 80-20, 350 GSM, that's fine. Use that towel. But if it's a 90-10 or a 93-7, dude, walk away.
Or that 100% polyester.
Or 100% polyester. That towel's not going to work, and it's going to be very, very frustrating. And you're going to go, this is a towel. It should absorb water. And they don't. Mm-hmm. Just like them Slick Rickies. All right. Grant Hawtrey, EP3 CTA, or CTR, a.k.a. the bread band.
Yep.
Jimmy Moto, is the mystery coating DIY oriented? Hint, hint at the brand name. No. But it is DIY in the sense that it's easy enough to use for yourself. But no, not that brand name.
No, it is not that. I've seen multiple people guessing that because they think that there's like a connection, but no.
No, and that's it. Jimmy, it's a minivan, same shape but less useful. Dane, didn't catch you few streams working afternoon shift, and your stream is at 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. EU time. Why don't you fix that?
Well, that's why the VOD exists, a video on demand. You can watch it after the fact, so that's helpful. But no. Anybody who wants to look it up can look up my Instagram username. It's the same, but on Twitch.
Aaron says it's the type of towel. A 365 can do the job just as an eagled edgeless. You can easily get into the rabbit hole when you just want the basic. So no, 365 and eagle edgeless act extremely different with different products.
Very different.
Most times with a stickier coating or not a sticky coating, but a sticky compound or sticky paint or a polish, an eagle edgeless actually doesn't even work.
The long fibers just kind of want to roll over.
The 365 has enough bite to be able to do that. However, when using things like a quick detailer or a waterless wash, 365, yes, could work in a pinch, but an eagle edgeless is far superior for that job. That's why we have so many different towels, and we make over 150 different types.
Root.
Madster Ritz, Anthony.
Says, I'm also in need of a new pressure washer. I am on a wee budget. I'm looking at a Ryobi 2300 PSI 1.2 GPM. I would say I'd like to avoid gas-powered washer, and that's why I was looking at this one. So the Ryobi 1.2, 2300 PSI, I believe that's the one that Gabe has, or that's the one that Jimmy has. It's something very similar to that.
They like it. They both say they like
and they think it's okay. Ryobi's not making bad pressure washers. I think Karcher is really pretty budget-friendly overall, and you get some good quality stuff within it. My second Karcher I'm on, right? I thought I was going to be on a third one by now, but you know what?
So
still kicking, man.
My son Joe's starting
to
sound funny.
So what are you thinking if you were to
probably just gonna buy a new one,
another Sunjoe?
Yeah.
You don't want to upgrade to a Krenzla?
No.
Really?
Yeah. That little Sunjoe's been pretty amazing.
Okay.
Worked just fine.
It's a home wash.
What about a Landa Hawk?
So.
That sucker has been rocking.
Yeah.
Every weekend it's doing work.
But I mean, if you were doing multiple cars a day, it would have eaten it up sooner.
Oh yeah, no. But I put a lot of cars through it.
You haven't been
however,
kind to it.
And if I had room for a Landa Hawk, just like Tom Smith at Buff Bright has.
Hawk.
If you guys are wondering that, if you go watch the garage tour with Tom from Buff Bright, that's a Landa Hawk sitting there. Yeah. And it's identical to the one I had. Mine had a yellow body on it.
Things worth some money.
And the fact that he paid was a couple $100 for it, like that was a $3,500 pressure washer, diesel powered pressure washer. Had a diesel diesel burner on it. It was rad. Like it literally had a coil that would cycle the main body, and it would have fire like a jet engine with an exhaust out the top. That was the diesel burner in it.
It's like a furnace in Home Alone.
And it would. That's how it heated the water.
Yeah.
So you always had to run. So I was buying 15 gallons of diesel a week.
Jeez.
Running about, what were we doing? About 40 to 50 cars a week out of there. We would burn through about 15 gallons of diesel a week.
I was going to say, that'd get pretty pricey now.
Well, now, yeah, but that was part of the doing business. That's the one thing I do miss about not having my own business anymore is my fuel costs because I got to write all that off.
Oh, okay.
And I just put it all on a company card. And all my cars, I fill them up with gas, everything. It was nice.
Pretty sure.
All right, Mitchell Long. Wait, what do those shirts mean? Means that we're #1 glizzy gobblers, dog. We're eating them hot dogs like it's going out of style.
Lloyd G says, happy Thursday. I have a cousin from London coming out to Southern California, land of the South, to visit, and he's asked me if I want anything, and chemicals came to mind. Your thoughts on what I should get?
Oh, you could probably get some of the garage therapy stuff.
Yeah,
it's
pretty nice.
Some Stjarnaglas stuff. You
could get some Stjarnaglas stuff. But Lloyd, if they're coming to SoCal, you can buy Stjarna from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're thinking of stuff you can't
but
get
stuff
here.
You can't get. That we saw maybe some Juicy.
Yeah, Juicy was fun.
Juicy details. Yeah. What's some other ones that were there? Gosh, I'm trying to think.
What's that?
Fresso.
Fresso. Amazing fragrances, smells, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Nanolex is available over here, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, through Detailer's Domain.
Right, okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, honestly, try anything and everything.
Yeah, for something you can only get.
We got Clean Start Detail, one of our grand ambassadors coming in and saying hi. So I don't know if you guys follow Clean Start Detail on Instagram.
I need
Probably
to.
should. His real game is real, dude. I mean, he's killing it. I mean, it's like daily fantastic detailing reels.
Wow.
With great soundtracks on them, and he's very creative. Everything's shot beautifully. Just want to say that I appreciate his work, and I think that he's doing just a fantastic job on social media, and want to continue to see him killing it. So check him out on Instagram.
Shout out.
We have Madser says, "Dope. I'm gonna use that tonight. Thank you." And then we're moving on to page 2.
Are we? Okay, hold on.
Page 1.
Oh my.
Nice.
We're caught up.
We're caught up.
Really?
No
For
way.
real?
Let's keep it
oh my
going,
God, we
Dane.
are.
Here we
All
go.
right, guys.
Page 1. Just saw that Ivan founded his own detailing line. Have you guys tried any of his new products? We did not know that that happened.
So I think what they're talking about is the DIY detail line.
And I've heard a lot of people talking about
and it's
about
Ivan
that.
and Hawk Detail doing that.
Oh, cool. Good.
Yeah.
So, we haven't seen any of it. We haven't tried any of it. We just saw that they've been posting it. So, but yeah, I mean, good for them. They're doing that.
Oh my gosh, we got a super chat from Jesse.
What's up, Jesse?
Bam.
Hey guys, love watching the podcast on my lunch break. Keep up the great work. Also, the Rag Company complex is starting to look great. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks, buddy.
Stop by anytime,
Work in
Jesse.
progress.
You're always welcome, man.
And Paul Allen. Yes. MV Augusta
Tally
Brutale.
800RR.
Man.
Thanks for your answer. Oh, delicious.
That is a baddie bike.
Tally, man.
Yeah, it's nice.
Seriously,
Wow.
no, the MV Augustas are so freaking sweet for people that know motorcycles.
Yeah.
For people that don't know motorcycles, they go, "Wow, that's a cool bike," but like the Yamaha bros and the Cowie bros don't get it.
Yeah.
They say, "What is that? What is it? What is it, an R1? No.
That's a weird name.
What is that? Like an MT-07? No, it's an MV Augusta.
What?
I've never heard of it. Who makes it? It's Italian, man. It's fancy. And
Sounds like it's going to fall
they go,
apart.
"Oh, it sounds like a wannabe Ducati," right? And I go, "Dude, you don't even know, man. You don't even know You don't even know what's beneath my loins here on this
Ducati,
motorcycle."
the McDonald's
Yeah.
of expensive Ford
stuff.
motorcycles.
No, dude.
I'm
MV
just
Agusta-
messing.
That's a hard
Ducati's
part.
awesome.
I would buy an MV Agusta if I could find somebody that could even service one around here in Idaho. That's our biggest part. We have no major support in the U.S. for MV
For anything
Agustas.
outside of the really expected bike brands.
Yeah, even Triumph here is like, oh, what's that? Triumph?
Like KTM barely has a presence.
Yeah, barely.
Kirby Thompson saying hot
Husqvarna.
TRC nights. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dino, are we finally getting only Dane's car washing and lady seducing nights?
Oh, my.
Hopefully.
And then Ryan, or Grant, I could see Dane being the Don Johnson from Miami Vice. I'm surprised Dane wasn't at that, just sitting in the back drinking a scotch
I
and
know,
soda.
right?
Eating.
Yeah, I am a
Smoking a
scotch and
cigar.
soda man.
Yeah. Ryan L., I use some of Ivan's DIY detail products. They're not really his brand. They are user-friendly. The Quick Beads is idiot-proof, and the only spray and rinse-type ceramic is not temperamental. Yeah, I think it's mostly Hawk
cool.
detailing
Yeah.
doing that one.
That's sweet.
And then Alex Dewar, hot TRC nights, let's go. And then Graham Marshall, crank up Miami Sound Machine, hot summer nights.
Yeah.
Alex Dewar, I got a Palm, Jason Turo, a couple hundos to speed up them minis. Let's go.
Yeah, Palm one. Yeah. And so you'll give Jason 100. He won't really know what to do.
He'll look at it and go,
okay. I don't. He's like, here, you can take this back. He's very nice.
What is this for?
What is this for? I want you to get those minis. Oh, I don't have. I don't
have any, but I'll just you keep it, and then when they come out, you can buy them.
Yeah. That's okay.
Ulysses in the house says, yo, happy Friday Eve, fellas. I know she won't hear it here, so LOL, but I would like to send my wife a birthday shout out for tomorrow.
Oh. Well, happy birthday, Mrs. Luavano.
Hold on, do we have her name?
I was going to say.
Nope.
Oh, my gosh. Ulysses, give us a name.
That's all we got.
Jimmy Moto saying, Anthony, my original one was a vivid blue pearl. The new $500 beater is black and white and silver. Okay. It has a turbo on it, but I'm taking it back to OEM, as you cool kids like to say.
Well, OEM Plus is a sweet spot.
Plus, I see the O list.
And white. And so that's how you know you got to get
Well, what you have is a Harlequin Civic.
Yeah. You're going to call that.
It's just a monochrome Harlequin Civic.
Alex saying, happy birthday, Mrs. Ulysses. There you go. And Ulysses saying, what up, Grand Hot Tree, my brother from down under. And then Carissa, actually, my towels are my most important tools. I can use lots of different chemicals, but I only use Rag Company towels. Thank you, Carissa. We appreciate that. And then Ulysses says, got word up from my Koch Chemi rep that their coating has landed.
Yep.
So I learned a little bit about the coating, some more, while I was there.
Yeah, you were there. It's our new secret coating.
It's not our new secret coating. A lot of people were asking. It's not.
Yeah, people keep trying to guess.
So it's very much like PNS Soul.
Yeah.
It's a very short-term, easy coating.
Flexible properties?
Not really flexible. Has a lower chemical pH. Like it can handle alkalis really well.
Okay.
Some acids, it's not really built.
Doesn't like those.
Now, Detlef was telling me that this is a great ceramic coating that is chemical resistant up to quite a bit of their product line. But he said the one thing is they don't really make many products that are in the acid level. Most of their stuff is all very alkaline based. So he goes, that's why we didn't think it needed. If you're using Koch Chemi products with our Koch Chemi coating, you're never going to really run into that issue.
So it makes more sense if you're someone who kind of likes to stick to the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's going to be a great consumer coating that's easy wipe on, easy wipe off. And some short term. I honestly think it's probably is a 3-year coating. They're giving it about 18 months.
They're doing that German thing where they're very modest about it.
Really, they're pushing it going like it's a 1 year.
And I'm kind of like how Porsche gives their 0 to 60 times, and you're like, it's actually faster than that.
So I think it's going to be a pretty nice thing when it's once it's available.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
JP, any advice on how to get sand grains out of perforated seats?
Ooh.
There's this one grain I can't seem to get out, and it's stuck there right in one of the holes, so it's annoying. Do you have a dental pick? Second, do you have a vacuum? Dental pick it, pull it out if you can, or push it back down. How you're just
can you get like really fine tweezers?
You could if you got some fine tweezers in there.
Some type of get like a toothpick with like glue on the tip
or
that hasn't.
Something to stick up. But the toothpick, I see a lot of people accidentally jab and make the hole bigger by accident or something.
That's a good one, but I think a toothpick could work too. The worry is just that you don't want to get anything bigger than that hole because you'll stretch it out. And
can't have that.
Second, you want to make sure that it doesn't matter if it's in the perforation. If you push it down in, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's just going to drive you nuts, but you're not going to see it if it's a piece of sand. Tad Scott, can ceramic G-wash be used as a maintenance wash on CSL or XOV4? Yes.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, it can. It's not really
give it time. It'd be like a once a year, once every 6 months wash. Jasper Bra says, hello again, guys. Always a pleasure watching and learning, and most importantly, laughing. We hope you're laughing. That'd be great if you were. Dino says, built Hamburg clay for something heavy like overspray is the goat. That's a great suggestion, Dino. Yeah.
And then Hans is saying the same.
I would say the next best ones are ours.
Well.
Anthony B. popping in saying that new coating product is pretty dang impressive. When I get the Bronco, I'm putting it on. Might put it on the bike as well. What do you think, AF? Going to coat your bikes too? That's Anthony Blaine.
I was going to say, he looks very familiar.
Here, one of our other production guys.
So I think he's behind this window right now.
He's technically another technical director.
I think he's like, hey, these guys aren't getting any comments.
What do we call him? Artistic director.
He's our artistic director.
Nobody's asking the questions he wants, so he's got to come in and ask himself.
Is what he is. But he, so my bike, the Triumph is coated in G-Technic CSU Ultra.
Oh.
And it's been holding up well. But I don't think I can coat the BMW. Well, I mean, I can coat the BMW. I just don't want to deal with coating the tank right now because I want to do some sort of, matte on it, matte vinyl or something like that. So we'll see what happens. Jay's Car Channel says, Foam Levi. The Goo Goo Dolls have spoken. That is all.
Okay. What an inside joke that no one else will get outside of this. What's
funny is that there's just certain things. The Goo Goo Dolls, Glizzies, and whatever else.
It's just that kind of day.
Mitchell Long, not to be confused with Mitchell Short, says, do y'all like the McKee's 37 products? We do. McKee's
there's actually been
They've got some good stuff. Good. And we've always said we've got some favorites. Their carpet, or their rubber mat rejuvenator.
Especially, yeah.
That's one of my favorites of all time. I think that's a great product. Their that unique wheel cleaner that they have that was like change colors.
Yeah.
Not purple, it would turn it like orange or weird, and it would clump up and it would pull dirt and stuff. That's a pretty cool one as well.
Yeah.
Those two are really good. They're
Hydro Bead or Hydro Blue.
It's great. I put it on my trailer. Yeah. It's holding up on my trailer just fine.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, they make good products. It's a good line. It's got some good stuff. Alex Dwyer, Jason would totally do that. Graham, we're heading towards a possible hosepipe ban here. I have my rinseless washes, but what would you recommend as my drying aid protection?
Oh, boy.
Well, Graham,
there's a slew of things.
There's a slew of stuff. You can pick up any of them.
Bead Maker.
cleanandshiny.co.uk.
Paint gloss. You can also pick up Silky. I probably wouldn't do Parla, but I'd do Silky, or you'd use Glear, or not Glear, Glatt.
And you can mix Glatt.
And then there's also, you could use QF. You could also use FSE. You could use...
We're saying a bunch of letters right now, but if you know the brands we carry, this will make sense.
Everything else from Clean and Shiny. Clean and Shiny's got... you could use you can use Quick Detailer from Gion. You could use... I don't know. There's tons of stuff, man.
I'm intrigued by this, though. So you think you're heading towards some bands. Oh,
I would say that. I am also intrigued on that. Yeah. Dane. Sorry to jump on the bridge there.
I think we're both going to kind of
But I'm proud of you for having your rinseless washes built. I think most detailers and home hobbyists poo-poo rinseless washing.
Well, especially in the UK, where they're really into all the snow foams and stuff. And there's a lot of people who have like a really almost allergic reaction to the thought of a rinseless wash.
Or they go, I have to have the soap on there.
Yeah, they think, not realizing that soap, you've heard Ivan say it for years, but it's inferior when compared to a really good rinseless wash.
Right. Well,
it's uncomfortable
and what I always tell
the first time.
What I always tell folks is it's still a skill set.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a proper detailer, it's no different than being able to apply a ceramic coating, being able to clean carpets and upholstery really well, being able to restore leather, being able to do full paint correction, being able to install PPF, being able to do a headlight restoration. It's a skill set. If you don't know how to physically do a rinseless wash, you are lacking as a detailer. I've seen so many posts of people saying, and I saw one today that it bothers me, but they basically still tout, if you don't know how to use a rotary, you're not a real detailer.
No true Scotsman.
Right? So I would argue, if you don't know how to do a rinseless wash,
gatekeeping is lame.
Then you don't know how to detail. Plain and simple. It's a skill set. And if you look at each individual item as a skill set, and you train yourself and you do it and you have good proficiency at it, that will help you. And the reason is, like what Graham's coming into, possible hosepipe ban.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you can't wash your car in your driveway.
Kind of a problem.
Lake Mead is shrinking.
Drying up, and they keep finding bodies.
Lake Mead handles water for Vegas and California.
Yeah.
And it's very low. It's not going to run out yet, but
these
for those that are putting in these drought situations, this is imperative that you learn how to rinseless wash, because you can literally wash your entire fleet of 3 vehicles. Anthony, if you had 4 gallons of rinseless wash, how many vehicles could you wash?
Holy cow.
With your IK multi-sprayer.
4 gallons of pure
ready of mixed 256-to-1 rinseless.
Ready to go.
Oh my gosh, and all I have is my multi-sprayer?
Of your fleet.
How many could I wash?
How far would that 4 gallons go with the multi-sprayer?
Dude, I could probably wait. So what are you trying to ask?
So you've gone. It's a beautiful Saturday morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful Saturday morning. You've just made yourself a nice cup of black coffee.
There's some birds chirping.
You've got a You've got a raw Pop-Tart.
Ooh, my favorite. And I've sit on my workbench. Right. Yep. I have the garage just cracked right now.
Yeah. It's cool. It's nice. It's about 62 degrees outside.
Oh my God. Is it a fall morning?
Fall morning. Crisp.
Oh, Levi.
Right.
Is it like some leaves, some
little bit? The leaves haven't. They've started turning. They haven't fallen yet.
I'm envisioning.
Okay. Now you come out there. You've got 4 gallons in your Yeti bucket. You've got 4 gallons of warm water. Right. Yeah. You're now taking your capfuls. You're pouring it in. You're mixing up that rinseless 256-to-1. Getting it ready to go. Got your ultra black sponge in there. Maybe a couple 350s in there, and you're getting ready to start. Now you're going to take your multi sprayer. You're going to dunk it in there. You're going to fill it up. And then you're going to pressurize it, get it ready to go for doing your pre-sprays. How many cars that are currently in your driveway and garage could you wash with that 4 gallons?
Just the 4 gallons?
Just the 4 gallons.
Man, dude, I could probably knock out, at least 2. I could knock out 2 normal cars. I could probably even knock out maybe the motorcycle or 2 motorcycles as well. So I would say roughly 2 to 3 cars.
Without going back for more. And then when you're done, what are you doing with the rinseless water?
Ooh, and then what I'm doing, I'm taking that bucket and Levi, and then I'm pouring it into my planter bed, right? Because it's okay for that.
Yep.
And
flowers
after that,
don't mind.
I can do that. Or, right, let's just say if I have some liquid left, right?
Yeah.
And it's a good day. Me, this isn't what I do, but Levi does this sometimes. I take that lid, my Gamisil lid, I spin it back on top of that bucket, knowing that I have some product left that I can use for another wash another day.
There you go.
Because all that contamination falls to the bottom.
I like that you kept your eyes closed this whole time.
He was really just going on a little vision quest.
But that's the thing. Yeah. Anthony is proficient at rinseless washing.
Yeah.
So he knows that he can get almost his entire fleet of vehicles done.
Even
and
dirtier
get them clean.
vehicles,
keep
dirtier
them clean
than you expect.
Yeah, but keep them clean. If we had to ban water today,
God, yeah. If we had to ban water today,
you can't water your yard.
Or severely curb the amount.
I would sacrifice my own showers to wash.
You give your cars better showers than you'd take for yourself.
There's that point where if somebody told me I couldn't wash my car, said, "Hey, you can't use a hose." Okay, can I go to the car wash? No, there's nothing there. Okay, what can I do? Well, you have your normal house water. You can't use your hose though. It's against the rules.
Okay.
I'd figure out a way to rinseless wash everything.
Right.
Anything and everything.
Right. Exactly.
Or I'd steam it, or I'd do something. So I would find a way.
It's definitely, like we said, a skill set. You need to learn it. Period.
But especially, it's advantageous to get in ahead of the curve, because if, say, a ban on hose takes effect, there are going to be a bunch of people panicking last minute, suddenly switching over. What do? I have no idea how to do. You can be one of those people who already knows how to handle this. You can be essentially the doomsday prepper of car washers.
10 years ago, California had that happen, where you couldn't use any bib water, basically hose bib water, out of your houses. You couldn't water your lawns. People's lawns were turning yellow. So companies were coming through painting people's lawns green.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
How many mobile detailers...
Just do what Arizona does.
But how many mobile detailers do you know that maybe they don't have a tank with DI water or something, and they were relying on their customers' water?
Yeah, that limits you.
If that is your business and this happens, you are screwed. And you don't know how to do that,
you won't survive this industry.
You're not going to survive it. So it's a skill set that you have to pick up. All right.
If you're learning.
Now, happy birthday.
Yes.
Miss Megan.
Hey.
Happy birthday. We hope you enjoy it.
Megan.
Sorry for the long ramble there.
It took a minute.
Happy birthday. Hope Ulysses and the kids spoil you. Congratulations.
Wow.
Grant Hawtrey saying, yo, Ulysses, cheers. Yeah. Jimmy Moto, any advice on a solid 3-inch pneumatic dual action? My Flex PXE is a nice placeholder, but a dedicated pneumatic 3-inch would be super clutch at the new job. Pick up a Rupes one.
Yeah, the 75.
Yeah, there sucks up air, man.
Yeah,
but if you got a big enough compressor for it, it'll be fine.
They sound good, too.
CJ Burn 27 says, you guys already said the new secret coating is USA made.
No, we never said that.
Ooh, that takes the Kosh Shemi coating out of the running.
So the reason CJ thinks that, and I think I know exactly why.
Your live stream.
I've got to think.
Did you spill anything in your live stream?
No, God, no.
Oh,
so
we didn't have to start monitoring that. No, we're gonna have to get a moderator in there.
CJ was there though. CJ was hanging out on the live stream last night. I didn't say a word about the code.
USA made.
No, but the
you
point
can make Dane
is
squeal at night. I'm telling you.
Oh my God!
I mean, not in a weird way. So, okay. During his live streams, you might be able to get some information.
Guys, my brain. When I saw this comment, I instantly went into detective mode, and what I figured out was there was a point like a week or two ago when on one of our streams, Levi went into this thing where a lot of people say that we went to some country in Asia and get this coating, and it's not that because some people like white label and take that. So somebody no. But what I'm saying is people hear that and go so it's and it basically when you say it's something it's not, then they do the math.
If you guys go back
USA
to the springtime when we went on our travel trip overseas.
Yeah.
Scott Matern, JP, I had to push some sand through a couple perforations on a seat. I used a sharp wooden skewer, Jim White style. Had no issues. There you go. Joey Belinsky saw a few first-time victims customers your way this past week. My buddy just got his Tesla wrapped and coated, so he picked up the whole O&R setup. Spreading love. Joey, thank you for always getting them addicted. Loving it. Dino Gravic, Graham, that profile pic is fire. And then Graham says, O&R is virtually sold out here.
Really?
I know, man. It's going fast.
Man.
John is buying it from Patrick, and Patrick's trying to get as much as he can.
There's got to be something new that comes soon.
I hope so.
Oh, man.
Grand Hotry people that bag on others, Levi, are like Christmas. Turkey full of delicious
stuffing.
Jimmy Moto, rinseless washes are amazing in so many ways. I cannot tell you how many times I've thought, wow, this is better because, and insert so many different reasons why. Right? True. Exactly. Jamie the cleaner saying raw Pop-Tarts. Thumbs down.
You're wrong, Jamie.
Jimmy Moto,
Jamie,
I'm going to O&R the truck after this podcast to support the rinseless movement. I will then use the leftover O&R to clean the interior and windows. Attaboy.
Nice. It's good for Jimmy. All those things.
Alex says, oh, man, I can't wait for fall. Some chill vibes, some hot O&R, some double shot espresso. My goodness.
Oh my
Emphasis
gosh,
on the chill. I want it to cool down.
That.
You're Please make it stop being so
Alex,
hot.
You're getting us. Me and Levi get all excited about that. And flannels.
Yeah.
Dixon
pants
flannels. Hot cup of coffee, cool day, a warm O&R.
A brisk morning.
And then that perfect kind of fall... That fall sun.
Yeah.
That just
kind of warm enough.
It's warm, but it's kind of off there to the side a little bit, creating that beautiful glow.
There's a little bit of a nip to the air.
Yeah.
It grabs you a little bit.
When you can see it visually.
Joey Belinsky says... An affection for raw Pop-Tarts and stale gummies. Anthony and I may be brothers.
You might be.
Probably, Joey. Raw Pop-Tarts are the only way to... raw. They're just not heated
It sounds so much more grody when you call them raw.
Raw
is right out of the pack.
Dude, raw strawberry Pop-Tarts are literally...
Anthony, it's the way to Anthony's
heart. There's nothing better than raw strawberry
Pop-Tarts.
and I could eat a whole box of them. That's something that I can never give up.
Yeah.
Levi knows. When I show up in a thing of Pop-Tarts, he knows it's going to be a good day. I'm celebrating.
Or if I know I found Pop-Tarts wherever we're at traveling, I'll get him a pack and go, here, look what I got for you. And he's like, oh my gosh, I just ate breakfast, but this is perfect. Jimmy Moto says that hashtag doomsday detailing team.
Yes.
Exactly. No, and that's the thing. Like when I had my detail shop, guys, I was not allowed to wash in front of my shop. Like I was pressure washing a car and they came out and said, you can't do that because all that's draining to the river and we can fine you.
Yeah.
And you have to be inside your shop in that. And I was like, how can I maximize the ability to do this stuff? And so that's when I started learning about Rinseless because I needed to be able to prep some cars or be able to wash some customers' cars when I had my bays full. So I built a little shade area, a tent area, and I could keep stuff going. Then I learned about how capable that was, and it changed and replaced our soap. We didn't use soap anymore. We just used
I know that's a foreign concept to some people.
We used chemicals and pressure washers to prep vehicles and O&R to wash the paint. That's literally what we did.
It pretty much fully replaced it, right? I mean,
it did totally. Yeah. And so like it was just trying to figure out solutions to you don't get to use water anymore. How are you gonna run your business if they come in and say, hey, there's no more water?
Well, it's not like the dealers or the customers came back and complained, the car's
as
not
long
clean.
as the car is clean, that's all that matters to them. If their car comes out and it looks nice, perfect. Joey saying, I can usually get through a Mini and a GTI with 1 gallon and a pump sprayer. There you go. The O&R in the bucket will last me 3 to 4 washes here in the deep south of Droughtland. Smart. Good job.
Yep.
Jamie the Cleaner says, only thing worse would be a raw, stale, gummy Pop-Tart.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be gross. I know what you're talking about.
You're wrong. I'd make it work.
Joey says, I can agree with that, lol. Alex, I'll lay down that moderator banhammer. Look out. Yeah. Got to be careful. We don't want him squealing. Ulysses, thanks, guys. You guys are my favorite detailing podcast and content creators. You're welcome, Ulysses.
Thank you, man.
Grant says, Anthony should make Dane squeal like a pig under a cage.
Oh, my God.
So what was funny is that I meant to say that he
gets squeamish.
You can make him squeam with certain things, but I said squeal, not thinking. So
it's so much worse.
You can make Dane squeal at night.
Yeah, you just like really emphasize the at night, and like the other side was like, okay, what are we in grade school here? Jeez,
awesome. A few days ago, I ordered myself a Karcher KC3 or something like that, but it comes with a pressure washer with a built-in 3-gallon tank. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's sweet.
It's made for MTB washing. Aaron's, thanks for the clear up on the towel. It's easy for a newbie to get caught up on the more advanced detailing part. You're welcome, man.
They forest for the trees, all that, you know.
Alex saying Anthony broke Augie's heart when he brought cooked Pop-Tarts to work for him. And he can't be eating that trash. That's right. I handed him one that Augie had made for him, and he's like, oh,
just looks at it, feels it.
It was heated like
smacks it
25 minutes ago, and he's like, okay.
That's just nice pile of hot.
Yeah. Augie loves a warm Pop-Tart. Ben Rios, what pressure washer do you guys run in the shop? A Krenzla.
Yeah.
The Sam Squatch. I moved into an apartment where they don't supply water, and I end up with distilled water from the store with the Rinseless in a shady spot in the parking lot. You just have to do do what you have.
What, man? Exactly. That's a great way to do it, man.
That's the way to do it.
It's true.
Car Boutique. I detail in the UK, guys. I have 2 people that want waterless washes at the weekend. They are concerned about scratches, so booked me for a machine polish. An easy upsell. Always look at the positive. Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way to do it. The Sam Squatch. I really want to thank you all and Ivan. I've learned so much about Rinseless that I'll never look back. There you go.
It's worth it, man. It's totally worth it.
Philip
says, any thoughts on the Active 2.0 pressure washer? Looks pretty good. We have not tried it, but looks promising, man. I mean,
it looks like very OG.
Like a good unit. Grant Hotry says, Dane, how's the fly fishing show going?
Fly fishing show? Yeah. Must have missed that.
It's Dane fly fishing out of his pool in his backyard.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Live stream from the pool, Dane.
Well, and I was going to answer on this previous question we had. For Ben, because he was asking what pressure washer. So you guys said the Krenzla, but if you want more details on that, we did a whole video where we toured our actual shop here. Levi leads you through it. Just look up
right on the
Rag Company,
Wash
Bay Tour or Shop Tour,
it's
and you'll see it.
The main video that pops up on our page now.
Oh, okay.
When you just go to the Rag Company, that's the top posted video.
I know the algorithm changes.
Because I walk out and I go, oh, hey there, didn't see you.
Just in case it didn't, though. But yeah, just search Shop
Ben
Tour.
Rios, that was that one. Philip. I have named them naked Pop-Tarts, no frosting. Like I said, Anthony's not a fan of naked raw Pop-Tarts. He wants to have a little bit of something on there. Jasper, it's so hot in California here. My car was outside all day.
Yeah.
Is it okay to rinseless while it's hot? Technically, yes. You just want to do shade. Panel at a time.
I did it with my Miata, and granted the paint wasn't the best, but I was happy to see it did not cause problems. Yeah. It wiped off.
It's not the best.
And if you have any polymer spots like it leaves, you just re-wet them. Wipe it, it's gone.
Yeah. But if it's too hot, it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
Ryan L., how quickly do you learn the value of quality towels when working on a butter soft black Porsche?
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
You do.
Yep.
Dane's casting show.
Oh, no.
That's a great one.
No. Wow, we are all caught up.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Any news for you?
No, I'm just super excited to be able to be going to Monterey. Yeah. Looking forward to playing some cornhole.
Ooh.
Hanging out at that hangar restaurant that we went to last time. Staying in Watsonville at the Hampton Inn next to the haunted house.
I was going to say, the haunted house still there? Yeah.
Going to be enjoying some of that. Going to the AM, PM, get myself some snacks at night. Very excited about that.
Well, Jamie is going to want you to take some footage of that haunted-looking house.
Yeah. You're going to breakfast, too. Crap. You're going to have a good breakfast there.
We're going to be at the Hampton Inn.
Yeah,
so
you're going to have a great breakfast. Yeah. And are you what else are you going to do while you're there, you think?
Probably hang out in the pool.
You gonna go in the pool?
I'm gonna go do a pool again.
Gym session, perhaps.
I don't know about do the gym.
We didn't even have time.
We didn't.
The second
I had time. That one night I went and got in the pool just because my knee was killing me.
Yeah. What was I doing?
Remember? You just laid in bed.
I was just tired.
You were tired. You're like, I'm just gonna lay here and look at TikTok. And I said, okay, have fun.
Don't forget.
And I went down there and walked around inside the pool.
Yeah.
Not the deep end because I don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
I stayed in the shallow end and just walked around it for a bit.
Yeah, we find on those trips, especially in hotels like that, even they can be the nicest hotel
I wish
ever.
they had a hot tub.
We just don't have any time to do anything in the hotel.
There are some people that they would all go and do their workout in the morning. I'm like, how are you guys waking up at 5 exhausted and going to work out?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Crazy people, man.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited about sharing a room with either Josh or Anthony Blaine with those doors that don't fully shut. It's going to be really exciting again. Super fun. Remember, they've got the barn doors. Slide.
Oh.
Dino here.
Dino saying on Saturday I'm going to be polishing my windshield with some cerium oxide. If I don't chime in on the next live, my hands are still sore.
Oh, yeah.
Dino, have fun with that. I don't really care for that.
Good luck, buddy.
CJ. Benefits of being the water boy is endless access. Damaged cases of 1 gallon distilled to use on my O&R washes. Attaboy. Showed O&R to a couple of my employees and it's changed their car washing.
Yes.
That's rad, dude.
Nice.
Get it. Joey, if the O&R steams when I spray the surface, I usually wait a few hours. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Good sign right there. Definitely lay off if that's happening.
Big Car Killer. Good day, Phillips. The new Rupes microfiber pads. What's the difference compared to the old pads? They're just way better.
They're
all the way around.
They're redesigned.
Completely.
They no longer have those kind of, what's it called? That like spiraling disc-shaped look to them. They're a nice flat pad now. And they're just substantially better than what they were before. The foam works better. I feel like it's got better cut, better glide on the surface. And yeah, the previous design it had the right intentions, but this is better.
Nice.
So
Jamie the cleaner saying, "Yep, Levi." Dino.
So,
and guys, how much O&R in the steamer? I have a 2-liter tank of my steamer.
You could do the measurement 256 to 1.
If you're starting, just mix up. So what I do is I take my gallon jugs and I just put half a capful in each jug, and it's already mixed. Then I just pull that jug.
Yeah. And then
pour. It's easy.
Easy.
Jamie the cleaner. Yeah, Levi, make sure to capture some solid ghost vids. Need content for Dane's Twitch. The ghost vids are down lately.
It literally just started last night. We started watching ghost vids, and I was like breaking down here's how I think it's actually happening versus something actually supernatural.
I gotta tune into this Twitch.
Last night was wild. It was fun. We went off the deep end, but it was fun.
Yeah. Grand Hotry, I want to see Dane's casting show live from Pebble. The problem is I'm going to be in the hotel, like in Watsonville, California, in a strawberry field.
Well, that haunted house is going to be messing with the signals.
Yeah. Philip, in my current wash process, I actually let O&R dry on a hot surface and go back and wash second time and dry on black paint. Have yet to find any problems with this process. There you go, Philip. That's a good one.
Okay.
CJ, yes, ghost videos for Twitch streams. And then Graham, lads, are you able to get me an update on my T-shirts? They should be with John by now, if they haven't made it there yet. I'll find out. Grant says turbofan pad, Anthony.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Turbofan
Sam
pad.
Squatch, my dad's trucking company has adopted O&R for their trucks, and he loves his 1500. That's a smart one. That's a good one too, man.
That was the goal.
Like I said, my dad washes his 40-foot RV with O&R.
No joke.
Well, no, the 1500. That's what we're trying to get pushed.
Yeah,
that's a trucker's towel.
It was a towel designed for trucks and trucking and things like that.
Yeah,
tractor trailer enthusiasts.
That's how Anthony wanted to. Hey, I was trying to help support the trucking industry.
I am
doing our part.
No, they're what keeps America moving.
That's
Seriously.
right.
That's right.
Don't let them tell you otherwise.
CJ saying live, and then Graham saying thank you. Graham, we'll check. We signed the shirts there, I think, and then we sent them. We put them with the order for John that he placed. So I don't know. A lot of the times it takes a while.
All right. So if you're watching right now, we got about 7 minutes. Get your last minute detailing questions in here because we will hit them right up until the mark. But you got to send them in now.
Thanks to our friends at Pepsi for these great
questions.
What are you drinking?
What you got?
Okay, really quick question, Dane. I'm drinking a Mountain Dew Energy. It's delicious. You're a trucker. Let's just say you're a trucker. Okay. Dane, you're a trucker as well. You are living life on the road, and you were delivering truckloads.
Oh, I can see it. That's a good time
What am I delivering?
I'm enjoying dumping them truckloads.
You're delivering loads, right?
I'm a big fan of that.
I knew a guy who had a company here in town called Loads by Jake, right?
Okay.
Very successful, right?
Big Loads by Dane.
Yep, something like that. So what I want to know, in your truck, in your cab, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you
a lot of diamond pleat.
I'm gonna give you an option here. You have a microwave,
leather,
microwave, bed.
Okay,
this is not going well.
I like this.
Microwave.
Yeah. I can picture it because I've detailed a lot of truck.
Combo DVD VHS players.
Listen.
No, I've got a 42-inch mounted on the passenger side of the cab.
Microwave, bed, TV, bathroom.
The bed microwaves you?
Probably a cassette toilet.
No, it's just a cassette toilet, but it's on
like
the road, right?
Just in case.
So,
Dane, it's happened before.
Microwave, TV, bed, bathroom. Okay. Right? You have to eliminate 2.
Oh my.
Microwave.
And you have to deliver loads.
Microwave.
Okay, microwave's gone.
Yeah. What was the other one?
TV, bed, and bathroom.
Bathroom.
You're getting rid of the bathroom?
Yeah, because if I'm on the road trucker, I'm gonna be making sure that I'm eating right, eating healthy. I'm gonna be like, I see myself.
TV and bed. That's all you're gonna take.
I see myself as Sylvester Stallone over the top. I'm using my truck. He only had 2 seats in his truck.
Okay.
That was it. No sleeper. And he was using his truck as a workout device. So that way he could get a good pump in, keep some good exercise in. Also, side of the road. I could pull off on an overpass, do my business on the side of the road, hop back in, come back down.
No, you don't want to pull on the side of the road with other truckers. You know what happens when you do that, right?
It happens. It happens.
We saw it in the first hand.
So anyway, Grant Hawtrey here says
in the Netherlands.
Those microfiber pads look like a turbofan.
So hold on, Dane. I need your answer. You have to get rid of 2.
Well, yeah. So first of all, ditching the microwave. Second of all, ditching the TV. I'll come up with my own entertainment.
He's gonna watch it on his phone.
So I'm on the same page as Dane. I need a bed and I need a toilet.
Yeah.
And I could deliver loads daily.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that. All right.
Wow, what a conversation.
Dino said I went from a large liquidator to middle size and 2 40x40s. Nice. Joey dying laughing. Grant, I'd buy a shirt if Dane wears it and wipes his hands on it after a barbecue dinner. We can do that.
G.
Davis says big loads by Dane includes a neck collar and multiple moist wipes. David calls whiplash. Jesse, new Rinseless to replace ONR. What?
We didn't say anything.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
We didn't say anything.
CJ Byrne, 27. You could lose the bathroom because there are cornfields out there running deliveries. Just saying. After 18 years, yeah, that's what I'm saying too. CJ, just pull over.
That's some real life consumer advice.
Throw
Thank you.
a couple rolls of toilet paper in there, and you got yourself a party. Plus, they make those camp toilets are just buckets with a trash bag.
It was so funny. I was reading a comment on last week's Q&A Thursday, and I saw not one, but like 2 or 3 comments that were like, man, I can't believe the show isn't bigger. How are more people not aware of this show that you guys do? This has got to be big in the detailing industry. And then I remember we have conversations like this.
Dane, this is a topic.
Come on. Literally, you think that we're going to be the #1 detailing show in the world?
Funny.
We're too fun.
We just got to rely on you guys out there and gals to help us, spread the word.
Or just find people with our humor.
A little bit of humor along the way.
Exactly.
For the ones we scare away, hopefully there's like 5 more in their place who are like, I'm about this. I like this.
Yeah.
So, please share the show. Click that like button if you haven't done it already. I know I'm asking at the end of the show when everybody's already leaving, but please do that. It really does help us a lot.
Out, be careful out there.
Yes, and make sure you are subscribed to the Rag Company channel if you haven't done so already, or you're just new and you're like scoping out the joint. You're not quite sure if it's a place for you. I'm telling you right now, it probably is. Or not. You can find out for yourself. But anyway, guys, anything to wrap this up before I
No, G. Davis said G. Davis is closing it out. Dane's trucker toilet includes hand straps and a soft foam helmet.
This has not gotten better. This is
We got it, man, because I'm losing it already. I'm losing
so
it.
Good job, Ben. He bought himself a Viper chair. Good job.
Good job, Ben. That's a good
Graham
job.
says that's a line done. Lewis, I'm in Watsonville. PM Levi, I'll take you, get you some organic strawberries. I'll eat them, man. I appreciate it. We're going to be at the Hampton Inn right next to the AMPN, the Starbucks, and that haunted house.
Man.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we
Dane,
go.
wrap it up.
Oh, what a way to end it. I already said what I had to say. You know what you need to do. Otherwise, just come up with some memes and post them in the Facebook group for the Rag Company. We have fun there. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, so
love it.
thank
Love
you,
it. All right,
everybody.
guys.
We really appreciate it. We have a lot of fun here. We go off the rails sometimes, but you're always there to bring us back with your detailing questions and comments. So don't
the boys
stop
will be here. I won't be, but the boys will be here next week.
We'll cover for you, but don't worry. I know there's going to be some good stuff coming out of Monterey, so we look forward to it. All right, everybody, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.